No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Listos pe los chingazos! Listos pe los chingazos!
Warning. You are entering Open Lines Friday. For today anything goes. Thank you for your cooperation.
Listos pe los chingazos! Listos pe los chingazos!
I'm gonna bring the whole fucking diseased, corrupt temple down on your head. It's gotta be biblical.
Welcome to our show.
All right, this is King Bucho. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the Boxing Debate Arena, Open Lines Friday. Before a big fight, and yeah, I guess it is a big fight. It's a pay-per-view fight, and I've seen a lot of people talk about this fight, so I'm gonna put it in that category, big fight. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat. Who do we have here? Rapax Trucking Company, Sokobu, Super Sardonic, Jabi, Trooper 5131, The Quacks. Who else do we have here? Jason Green, Foul Pole Boxing, Triple JJJ. Welcome to the show. Let's get this party started. You know how it works. The link is in the description of the video. And I'll be posting the link in the chat. First come, first served. We're not going to let 50 people in here, all right, guys? We're going to keep it to maybe 10 people. All right, let's get this party started. All right, we have already Joe and Mirage. Guys, welcome to the show. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
All right, big fight tomorrow. Weigh-ins already occurred. From what I understand, Jermal Charlo missed weight. Are you surprised?
What a surprise! What a surprise! This fucking guy. He's such an he's so unprofessional. It doesn't surprise me. This guy's a fucking bum.
Yeah, they're saying
so
that.
Are they going to strip his title?
I don't no, because the fight is happening at catchweight, I think, of 163 or something like that, like above 160. So I don't think his title is in play. Yeah, but there's people that are concerned about his behavior. He appears to be drunk. Some people have said that throughout the whole week. I don't know about that, but yeah, there's something obviously wrong with him not making weight. But anyways, anything else? What about the main event? Did you guys see anything? Anything special? Are both guys in shape?
Bucho,
yes.
What's up?
What's up?
Yep. Do you guys know this was a ceremonial weigh-in, so it wasn't the official? How many hours difference is there? I'm curious.
That's a good point.
Like how much earlier was the real weigh-in?
Guys, when was the real weigh-in? When was the real weigh-in?
No, that was ceremonial.
I know.
They weighed in earlier.
I know. I'm saying when was it? Because I know it was in the morning on this.
Yeah, that's why I want to know. Do we know how many hours have passed? Like,
anybody know?
I'm curious. 3 hours?
It's about 6 hours, I think.
6 hours.
6 hours. That's a lot.
You know why they did it that way? Because they didn't want to show Benavidez so fucking weight trained. Because if he looked fucking weight trained, people would stop betting on Andrade. This fucking guy.
I was going to say, because I was comparing how he looked to the plant weigh-in, but the plant weigh-in was the real one. And he looked a lot better now. He looked less emaciated. He looked less shredded. He looked like he's sort of like carrying a bit of fat. You know, he looked more natural, his natural body style. So I liked what I saw. But you can't compare it if it's like 6 hours different.
Right, you're right. And this is going to benefit Benavidez though, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Because in a planned fight, he had like a upset stomach and diarrhea. He barely rehydrated at all for the fight. He came in the ring at 175. He said. So that was.
Yeah, I don't believe him. I don't believe him. He's a fucking liar.
No, he looked pretty skinny in that fight, man. He looked skinny.
This kind of proves that this guy's a weight bully, right? That they have to bend not bend the rules, but
how can you not say he's a weight bully, Mirage?
He came in 1 pound under, man. Easy work. Easy work.
But he had to do it in the morning. He had to do it in the morning. They can't have the weigh.
Pounds earlier.
They can't have the weigh. They can't have the
fight.
weigh at regular times, basically.
Hey.
Hey,
Andre's a real weight bully. You see how muscled he is?
You're a fucking. You really are a fucking idiot.
Skinny.
Nah, you're a fucking idiot,
dude.
You're a fucking idiot.
Mirage,
Mirage. Where do you think Benavidez walk around
I don't know, man. I'm not clairvoyant. Are you saying you're clairvoyant?
Stop being a dickhead.
You give me the lotto numbers. I want next week's lotto numbers. If you know, if you can read minds, read the future, all that bullshit.
Oh, I can tell. He probably walks around 225 easily.
Oh, maybe 250. Just say, why don't you say 250? How about that? Let's go all the
Mirage,
way.
based on everything that we've been talking about, based on what we just witnessed, where that Wayne had to be in the morning, does Benavidez now have to stop Andrade? Does he have to stop him?
So, Bucho, first this narrative, let me just destroy this narrative today, okay? If Benavidez doesn't stop one guy, he's overhyped.
Oh.
He can't punch.
That's
all
what
this bullshit.
That's what you say about Canelo.
He can't stop Caleb Plant.
That's what you say about Canelo.
You know Mike Tyson in his prime didn't stop everybody? You know?
Oh, really?
He went the distance with dudes. He didn't even fucking hurt him. Do you know that?
I understand.
But Benavidez, he's got to
Mirage,
stop everybody.
Mirage, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Now, let's put things into perspective, okay? So he's fighting a guy in Andrade who used to fight at 154, 160, now moving up in weight, right? Then we have a fighter in Benavidez who's young, who's struggling to make 168. You admit that, right? Which is
no. He said in interviews he can make 168, no problem.
He can say whatever. I don't. Well, he can say he's in the best shape of his life. You know, every boxer is gonna give you this bullshit.
Okay, but my problem with you, Bucho, is this. You say Andrade is an Amaro bum hype job, which he kind of, or not Andrade, excuse me, Durrell's a shit fighter, but then you go ahead and cape up and talk about how great Billy Joe Saunders is when he barely got past Andy Lee by getting a knockdown, barely got a majority decision against Andy Lee, and beat a Lemieux who was already knocked out by Gennady Golovkin. So his wins at Ward level were dog shit. Before fighting Canelo, he couldn't even stop a 40-year-old Martin Murray. And you talk about how that's a great win when Canelo was an 8-1 favorite. It was a mismatch. You talk about how fucking Benavidez knocked out Durrell was a shit performance when nobody had ever knocked out Durrell.
It's too much.
No one had ever came close to stopping him.
We cannot ask.
I disagree.
Hold on, Joe. So now we cannot ask the Mexican Monster to stop this guy who's coming up in weight. The Mexican Monster who's struggling to make fucking weight.
Stop him or beat the dog shit out of him. He'll hurt him worse than Canelo hurt Charlo. Can you agree to that?
The man, this guy to stop.
He'll hurt him worse than Canelo hurt Charlo.
Hey, hold on. Let me interject. The question was, does he have to stop him? We got into Canelo, does Benavidez have to stop him? Is that the minimum?
No, if he beats the dog shit out of him like he did Caleb Plant and rearranges his face, it's a great performance in my opinion. If he beats the dog fuck out of him,
he can beat him up. He needs to beat him up.
Exactly. Okay, if he doesn't beat him, okay, there we go. Okay, we got.
You guys were impressed with his win against Plant?
Yeah, Caleb Plant held him 60 times. He got the dog shit kicked out of him. Look at his face, Joe. Joe, his face was
He almost stopped Caleb Plant. He almost stopped him. You know, the towel was almost.
Almost stopped. You know who did stop him?
He's 3 to 4 weights above fucking Plant. He should knock him out. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Hey, but wait a minute, Joe. You're saying if I remember your prediction correctly, you're saying Benavidez is going to win, but that it's going to be very close and controversial.
Yeah, because they want him to win.
Dude, it's not going to be a close fight. It's going to be a mismatch, man. These fucking Crips. Andrade's combination punch.
You guys think he's fight. Listen,
Andrade, Joe.
If I thought it was a straight up honest fight, right? I'd pick Andrade, but since they want Benavidez to win.
Andre will win 2 or 3 rounds at most. He's gonna get body bagged, dude.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Why?
But,
it'll be a beatdown. Andre sucks. He's never proven at world level.
But Andrade, look, I'm not dismissing Andrade because he's awkward.
What's Benavidez proved? What's
he's
he
awkward.
proved?
He's hard to hit. He can make it difficult. I'm not going to dismiss him outright like everybody's doing. If somebody's there to get hit, Dave will destroy him in a couple of rounds. But this guy is going to move around. It could be difficult. So.
I agree with Mirage, man.
Yeah.
Can I say I agree with Mirage because I don't know if you guys saw, but I was thinking about this in the lead up to the fight that Andrade is not that much shorter than Benavidez, and then on top of that, you can tell he's very wide shouldered. He's got a wide frame, and he's been packing on muscle. So he's not gonna be exactly. I don't think anyway. I'd have to see how they look during the referee's instructions once they're in the middle of the ring. But listen, man, fucking Plant gave Benavidez a lot of trouble in the first 6 rounds, and it's not because Benavidez wanted to or start slowly. It's because he was weary of the hand speed. So we'll see what happens with Andrade, man. But
dude, Andre doesn't have the hand speed of Caleb Plant. I'm expecting Benavidez to lay a beating on him, and if he doesn't, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. Gotta tell you. Of course. So if
he doesn't beat him up eventually, yeah, but Andre's got tools. He's fast. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have the sharp pop of Plant, but he's got hand speed combinations. His punches are heavier than Plant. He doesn't have the sharp pop, but every punch is heavier. It's more weight behind it. So yeah, this guy's just got some fucking powder puff. He's on a powder puff.
He's fucking 3 weight classes above Plant. He should hit harder than him. What the fuck are you talking about?
Who? What are you talking about?
You're talking about how Benavidez is a much harder puncher than Plant and all this shit. Yeah, no shit.
I'm talking about
should be.
Andrade. I'm talking about Andrade.
My fault.
About Andrade.
Well, to be fair, Andrade hasn't been looking great at 168.
That's true.
Man, everybody says that about the Nicholson fight. Like, I watched it, but I don't remember 100%. I watched highlight. He looked okay. Am I missing something?
I watched it last night. He dominated that fight. He's pretty good, man. Andrade's not a bad fighter. He's got speed, couples his punches together.
Good combinations.
He's got a good chin too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm still saying he loses.
Mirage, you've been saying that Benavidez destroys Canelo, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
He'll heavy bag. So
Canelo, he shouldn't have a problem with Andrade because Andrade is like.
Bucha, come on, man.
No. What?
You know, they're completely stylistically different fights.
Yeah, you're right. He has the style advantage. What's your excuse now?
Yeah, exactly.
And Canelo's going to be there right in front, while Andrade's going to move. Different style. That's why
he's going to shuffle around the ring.
I think Canelo's a much easier matchup than Plant and Andrade.
You're completely wrong. I mean, everybody will tell you it's a more difficult fight, but whatever, we'll see.
Yeah, because you're thinking Canelo's a better fighter.
Well, you think Benavidez is a great fighter.
He is a better fighter, you fucking idiot.
No, you're saying
you're saying he's a fucking monster. You're saying Benavidez is a fucking
Can I say this? I don't want to jump ahead to the Canelo fight because Benavidez still has to get past Andrade, and that's not a given. But that whole thing about this guy's gonna move and Canelo doesn't, therefore Canelo's going to have a harder time. Let's face the fact, Canelo's stronger than Andrade. He hits harder than Andrade. And he has good defense where he doesn't need to run. He can stay there and slip and counter while he's in place, anchored to the ground. He doesn't need to be running. You saw what happened when he ran against Golovkin. He lost that fight. And then he said, you know what, let me actually fight using the tools I've got, the power, the chin, the body punching, and it was a much better performance. He won that fight. So the whole thing about moving is better. It's not necessarily always better. Maybe
he's one of the best slippers in boxing, Canelo.
But I think it suits David more. I think it suits David more, even though he's stronger. Blah blah blah. I still think it suits David more.
He's calling him by his first name. What are you friends with him now? You fucking idiot.
Maybe.
Lowers.
He's got his certain advantages and disadvantages when he faces Canelo.
Are you gonna do his hair? Are you gonna do his cornrows too before the fight?
He wishes.
Hey, do you know what? There's not going to be a fight, so I don't even really want to talk about this fight, this fantasy fight.
It's happening.
Go braid his hair and wear Kool-Aid as lipstick, you faggot.
Hey, don't say that word. Don't say that word.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, can I just...
I'm sorry, you homosexual.
There you
JDA,
go.
calm down.
He's trying to find my gear right now. So
YouTube here. Guys, can I just read a super chat and let you go? Sursayer, thank you for your super chat. He says this Mayat and okay, what the fuck? This Andrade hates his Panamanian blood. Don't blame him. Central and South Americans are shit. All right, Sursayer dropping some hate. Appreciate it, Sursayer.
So wait, is the Benavidez versus Jose fight? I mean, Benavidez versus Charlo fight still happening?
No, hold on.
What happened there? I can't think about that now.
Like... Disclaimer, Bucho. You got to put up the disclaimer when you read it.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, when I read Sursayer's super chats. Go ahead. Who was talking?
Yeah, is Charlo and Jose Benavidez Jr. still fighting?
Yeah.
That's a terrible fight.
What is that? I don't.
That's a terrible fight, anyways.
Yeah, it's a terrible fight, but
yeah, who gives a shit?
Charlo shouldn't even be fighting. He looks sedated during the week. He looked drunk today. He looked drunk today. He didn't even know the answer.
But his point is that he blew the weight by like 4 pounds. He weighed 167 when he said he was going to weigh 163.
Yeah. Well, he didn't He didn't pull off a Zurdo Ramirez. So that's good. I mean,
that's the worst.
Yeah.
Even when they had the face off, he looked so much bigger. I thought, man, this guy's
he's a big guy. He's just afraid. He doesn't want to go to 168. He was talking about how he wanted to fight David back in 2019, and then when people started saying you're gonna fight David, he was like, nah, I don't get nothing to fight David. You know,
he's no longer a real fight. But I think they're forcing this fight, so when Canelo chooses him for Cinco de Mayo, it's going to have some credibility. Oh, he just had a fight.
God.
That's what I think's happening. That's the master plan.
Yeah,
I'm tired of that Cinco de Mayo bullshit.
I don't know, man.
WBC looking like clowns defending this dude, man. Why are you defending this dude? Is my question.
Defending who?
He must be paying the money. Is he paying them under the table or something?
Carlo, the WBC and all that controversy, or what the ring said.
Yeah.
900 days now. He blew the weight. Obviously, these people don't care about boxing.
It's fucking Mauricio Solomon. He doesn't care about anything apart from money.
Yeah, Al Heyman's definitely paying him.
Yeah, he's a joke. He is a disgrace. He's a disgrace to boxing.
Look at Tyson Fury.
All he does is make excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Someone told me that.
Not only are you holding up the first guy, you're holding all the other contenders at rated number 10.
It's a disgrace to boxing.
Guys in line.
Yeah, he does a lot of stupid stuff, like making Yildirim the mandatory off of a loss. That was crazy.
He does not give a fuck, mate.
Shout out to Word Up in the chat. Andrade looked bigger than Benavidez when they faced off. I agree.
I'm not surprised. Yeah,
he looked muscle bound, jacked. So the narrative that David's a weight bully, these bullying little guys, garbage.
All those guys are big.
They're all big.
He's not a weight bully. He's only fought the same weight class. The guy's a cruiserweight fight at super middleweight. Shut the fuck up, Mirage.
How many drugs have you had this morning or tonight, wherever the fuck you are?
Like your same stuff
You're on
as your
some good shit, GDO.
Oh, really?
He was hanging out with Jamal Charlo.
Yeah. Yeah, they were doing a turkey thing. They were giving out turkeys.
I love turkey.
All right, so now Mirage is saying that Andrade and Andrade and Benavidez are the same height, same weight, they're around the same. Okay, it's interesting how these things are coming up. Like we never heard this before ever. Now, as we approach the fight,
to give you the unique insights, Bucho.
Mirage,
is it unique or one-sided?
Mirage, what's your favorite hairstyle? What's your favorite hairstyle for Benavidez? Do you like him with cornrows?
I like the cornrows.
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah, of course you do.
People are saying he's
David's very marketable look. That's why he's going to be the face of boxing in the very near future.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You know
That's going to be hard.
Hold on, guys. If he beats Canelo,
he looks good. The whole
if he
fucking
beats Canelo, he could.
He looks like a joke with cornrows. You fucking clown.
He'll never be a superstar with those with that hair. But
man, I don't know. It's hard to be a superstar in boxing now.
He will never be a superstar. Full stop. He never will be.
Well, he's got more.
I don't know.
More chance to be a superstar than that little.
I like his cornrows. I like his cornrows.
Shit, Bill will beat Canelo convincingly, and he didn't become no superstar, not even close.
Because he's boring. He's boring. He's not marketable. Who cares?
There's also politics behind that too.
I know he's
He doesn't even talk English.
To the prison demographic with the cornrows.
That doesn't help him.
Guys, serious question though. Can Benavidez, if he beats Canelo, can he become like the face of boxing? Why not?
Not the face of boxing. No.
I don't know.
He can be a big star because he's Mexican. He's Mexican American, so he'll be able to connect with people.
Yes, he will.
Can I be hey Bucho? Can I be pragmatic about one thing?
Yes.
What's going on, gentlemen? But I just wanted to say what would hurt him, and like if he came to me and I was to rep him and say one thing and say, "Ooh, man, this cocaine thing," that scares away corporate people. That's all I'm saying. There is still some corporate people behind the scenes, and I'm not saying that as an insult to Benavidez. I'm talking completely pragmatically. That could affect him from being pushed to that level. Like you got, Canelo, I don't know if you guys seen recently. I didn't know until the other day the amount of shit that people, the sponsors he has, from Gucci to car dealerships. Like he's got all kinds of fucking sponsorship.
Jimmy, what about Tyson Fury?
You're missing another angle. People relate to like flawed characters. You know, the tragic sort of characters. Mike Tyson. They're a human. The human aspect, imperfect. So I think it's a negative in that way, what you said, but it can be a positive in the way he engages the common man. The
awareness. The difference is Mike Tyson was knocking guys out within a round you idiot.
Mike Tyson was raping women.
How dare you
be civil, guys.
Tyson?
Yeah, but Tyson was around for 5 years before that rape.
Like super middle and light heavyweights like Zurdo Ramirez and Canelo Alvarez from Mexico are an anomaly. Mexican Americans, there's more guys that look like Benavidez. Typically, Mexican Americans are on the bigger side. For what reason? I don't know why, but there's a lot of dudes that look like Benavidez.
McDonald's.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I know.
Yeah,
but the point is, hey, but
can I say one thing?
They're smaller, but in the United States, they're bigger.
I just want to say one thing. Tank Davis will never be the face of boxing anywhere ever. That's all I want to say.
I agree. Yeah.
Who cares?
Hey, but
I don't care. I'm just saying. That's it.
It's funny how they're trying to force it though and steal it, like constantly talking about it, proclaiming, I'm the face of boxing. It's not going to work. You can talk about it.
What does that even mean? You're the face of boxing. What the fuck does that mean?
What people think about boxing.
Well, it's like a belt. It's like having a belt. Apparently now you're a face of boxing or something.
It's a load of shit.
When I think about boxing, I don't think about the most popular guy, which would be Canelo, right? Like that's
talking about
basically what they're saying.
Casual. When you think of boxing, what does the casual think?
Yeah, you think about most popular fighter.
Muhammad Ali, they were the faces of boxing during their time. That's what that means.
Well, you guys too, right? A lot of you guys don't mess with Twitter,
but they're they're not the end all be all when it comes to fucking boxing.
I know that, but that's the concept.
That's what they want. They want this label. This label
Benavidez got a unique style, just like Pacquiao. Pacquiao take the angles. Benavidez throws a lot of punches for a super middleweight. Canelo also got a unique style, so that makes you stand out when you have a unique, different style than the common other boxer.
Tank doesn't even have the style. Like he knocks people out, but he's sort of a passive. He's a passive. Yeah, he's a passive.
He became more passive ever since he talked about, I got skills. He stopped throwing more punches.
Dude, that guy,
he's not an action fighter.
He's not even an athlete. He's not fun to watch at all. He's a counter puncher and he's boring as fuck. Like I can't stand that guy.
Well, guys, he doesn't take opponents seriously, and why should he? It's all dudes they drag up in weight. guys who got fast hands like Santa Cruz, but doesn't punch hard. So he's never feared anything coming at him. Fucking Christ's sakes, he lost rounds to fucking Rolly. But here it comes down to this dude. He lives in an echo chamber. He don't give a flying fuck. Like, I'm sure he doesn't even respond. He probably has a Twitter account where only blue checks, respond in his.
No, he responds to a lot of people, actually.
Yeah, but Jimmy.
He always fuck you and shut up, you bitch ass.
Yeah,
say shit with my brothers. Like, but what they do with him is they just keep repeating the same lies.
Hold on, I recognize you should. You should have.
Yeah, we hear him.
Maybe you have Jimmy muted by mistake. Sometimes it happens.
You've muted Jimmy.
Yeah,
That's disgraceful.
I did.
Oh, that's terrible. How could you do that?
Oh, that's from the other night because I was dealing with something. That's all right. But anyways, so yeah, and everything's a lie with him. Like starting with Ellaby. Remember, it came out to the first sellout they claimed in Atlanta. There was the night there was the shooting there. Two people, one person got shot. Two people got robbed at gunpoint, literally right outside the fucking entrance. That's funny, but so they said it was a sellout. He did 14,000. The announced attendance 14,163. The place holds 21,000, and right away Twitter lit up. Sold out, sell out. People who aren't stupid are like, dude, posted it holds 21,000. They taped off the upper bowl when they didn't reach a certain amount of tickets sold, and they pushed everybody down. You know what I mean? So it was so obvious with doing. What did he do? Oh, even fucking Shaquille says it's a fucking sellout. But that's what's happened with this kid. He's a 3-division weight champion. Yeah, they announced it fucking Showtime like it's nothing, even though that's bullshit. He's only won the fucking real title in one weight class. The rest are fucking Reggie titles. Half the time vacated or made up Reggie titles. It's just everything's bullshit. He's had 6 pay-per-views, only fucking 1 sold.
Well, Jimmy,
the other 3 barely cracked 2.
Yeah, a lot of people know that his career isn't going in the right direction. I don't know if you noticed or saw what happened with Jermal. He missed weight, and people have been saying throughout the whole week that he looks like drunk, sedated, on drugs. Unhappy.
He looks older than his twin brother.
Yeah. Now, Jimmy, is that because Jermal is probably realizing that his career isn't going anywhere, and now he's 30-something, and he didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, dude. And then the fucked up things he's saying after the belt, after almost like they put spit in their eye and to like tell the fans, yeah, man, this shit's corrupt. They let him hold on to that WBC belt for 3 years almost for doing nothing, not fighting, nothing, right? And then he turns around and says, belts are really just like trophies, you know what I mean? And now he's saying this will be his last fight at fucking 160. He's going to 168. So he held on to them belts for no reason for 3 years.
Yeah.
So he's a fucking lunatic. I think he's been doing drugs. He has a puffy. He looks like he's been doing drugs.
But
I'm just saying my opinion.
It's a WBC's fault. They're a disgrace. Right? It's the WBC, right?
Right.
They are the most corrupt,
disgusting
organization in boxing.
Yes,
it's pretty bad too.
I'm not defending the WBC here. Obviously, they didn't enforce their mandatory challenges, but also Jermal, it wasn't like he was in a hurry to fight anybody either, right?
But yeah, he wasn't fighting anybody. In fact, he didn't knock out anybody except for a guy that they pulled up and that Irish guy. They pulled him up from 154, and he's the only guy that he knocked out. He never knocked out anybody at 160.
Dude struggled with Montiel, man.
Yeah.
I think Montiel damaged him. I know people will be like, "Oh,
yeah, he was bleeding in the press conference." Y'all saw that? He was bleeding in the press conference.
Well, it definitely damaged his fucking.
Exactly. To the person that said that, he's right. He was bleeding in the fucking press conference. He was fucked up in that fight. A lot worse than people think.
The WBC are a terrible organization. Look what they've done with Fury, protecting him, letting him have all these exhibition fights. They should have forced fights on that guy ages ago, 2 years ago.
Honest, he just had one exhibition fight, though. I don't like Fury, but come on. It was
No. It's been too long. I'm sorry, no.
Well, I get on him is how the fuck did they let him fight Chisora again? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, that was a problem.
Exactly.
He fought
Third time. Third time against Chisora. Third time. The first one's over 12 years ago.
And Nano got a call from fucking the WBC before he did his own mother. Hey, we're gonna rank you in the top 10. That's wicked cool,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
Fucking scumbag, man.
The WBC, all that guy cares about is money. It's a disgrace.
Yeah,
Fury should have been stripped. He should have been stripped. He should have been stripped of the title. It's a disgrace that Fury still got that WBC title.
Yeah, and Mauricio likes the virtue signal a lot. You know,
he's a bellend.
Yeah,
he won't let the Korean. I mean, Ukrainian. I'm sorry, the Russian fight for a belt.
Yeah.
I mean,
when Avni Yildirim lost, he was coming back, but he lost that fight. A bunch of Turkish people complained, so he just made him the mandatory, just because a bunch of Turkish people were complaining about, you know, how he lost. You know, they felt he could have kept going, but I think he had a bad cut.
How did he let Charlo keep the belt for 3 years without having a fight?
It's because we have no real media. We have fucking fanboy pages.
Yeah, the journalism in boxing.
Mario, he wouldn't talk with like Steve. Steve wouldn't, I don't think, bother wasting interviewing him now because he knows Steve will ask him and put him on a spot. So he just avoids him, and he'll talk to the guys who just some dude's thirsty as fuck trying to get views on his page and just fucking talk to anybody. Just ask the same bland fucking questions. They just want to be the first to ask them. It's just disgusting. And because of that, he knows nobody's going to fucking push back. When there's no media to call you out on it, I mean, the fact that he's coming out against the fucking ring, yeah.
Jimmy, we have the new fight.
Yeah. But, you know.
Make more money. You'd make more money. If you make the people fight, you would make more money.
That's why they have the interim. That's why they have the interim, so they can still make money while Charlo's out.
But they don't want to rock the boat because what happens? Fighters hear that, they're making me fight. That goes through everybody. They find out what guy is pushing it, and they're just going to start fighting under different. Like I'm going to fight from the WBF, go that route. So they don't want to rock the boat. They try to handle them all with kid gloves, just as long as they're getting that fucking fees. A non-profit worth $40 million.
Yeah, and I think these guys are fighting once a year, and they're still protecting them.
Guys, we have a super chat. BDA, the home of boxing, says hi in Low Sports Centrum. Thank you for a super chat. Always supporting the show.
Yeah. So, what do y'all think about the Munguia Canelo fight?
Mismatch.
That's boring.
It's stupid.
Yep. Shit fight.
Canelo destroys him or whatever.
I think it's predictable.
He's classically made for him, don't you think? He's tailor-made, I mean.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he is.
It's a perfect showcase. Perfect showcase for Canelo.
But I think they're looking at it monetarily wise. I think, they think we'll do good.
It could be a good advertisement.
He has never been able to get away from the hooks, from the 45s. And the shorter guy, like Yevchenko, was piecing him up. Takashi Inui, he can't escape them hooks. He's a sucker for them hooks.
Yeah,
it's a boring fight.
Canelo would fucking piece him up.
It'll sell well, and Canelo will beat him up, and it'll be action as well. So that ticks every box.
Yeah, but
and Canelo.
This is the thing. It shouldn't sell well because people should know what's going to happen. It shouldn't sell well, but it does.
Well,
yeah, I agree.
But the Mexicans will buy the shit out of it. That's just how it
exactly.
is.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So is it true that fucking Amazon, that's what it's looking like he's going to be doing a deal with?
Heyman, I don't know. I heard that Heyman's going to get his way with Amazon.
But it's a complete streaming service, meaning just so know what he's going to do. This upcoming fight, did you notice like he seems to, or was trying to throw a lot of fights on this one pay-per-view?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm telling you right now. I'll tell you right now, it's ain't a hot take because this is what's going to happen. He'll get on with them or something like that, who's not going to give him any budget. So what he's going to obviously have to do is everything's going to go off the pay-per-view because he doesn't go out of pocket. So what will happen, he will then, this will be the thing going forward, a bunch of fights that are so many, we're giving you so many top quality fights that regardless if the headline is fucking explosive diarrhea, you can still put it on a pay-per-view, hoping that will still pull them down to 200,000, cells or 225, just enough to pay the fucking minimum salary of every fighter. I'm telling you, that's what they're planning on doing.
I heard it also might be the Zone's interested too. I just read a recent article about that, Jimmy.
Yeah, but they want nothing to do with the Zone because he'd have to listen to them.
Yeah. But it was it was a recent article. I read that Amazon stuff and.
So what is happening with the PVC then?
It's looking, people from the rumors, it seems like they're making the most progress with Amazon. I mean, not Amazon. Is it Amazon?
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah. People are seeing their fights on Amazon.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, they're already showing the fights. Okay, yeah, that's probably he's gonna go. Oh yeah, they're gonna get the full banquet. You know what I mean? They'll get the full PBC library, and for every 3 months, $89. That's a buy. Look at the great quality. Can't you see it? Every PBC fight will be a pay-per-view going forward until he has no choice.
I was gonna make a prediction saying he's gonna end up fighting on UFC Fight Pass with Tom Loeffler.
No. Amazon PBC, there's nothing. They have channels on Amazon that you pay extra for. Showtime has a subscription on Amazon. They just have a couple fights. That has nothing to do with nothing. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
There's no talks. Amazon PBC, that's a pipe dream. There's a show you can pay. You have your Amazon Prime subscription, and you can pay for a Showtime service. And with that Showtime service, Showtime has a couple fights on there.
So what do you think?
It's like the Showtime Anytime app.
Showtime is completely done with after.
I know. In December. So all those fights.
I'm your leader.
Disappear. All those fights will disappear.
What do you think happens with the PBC then?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Just
what would be your guess if you had a guess?
I have no idea.
I think the zone. As much as people will hate it.
Yeah, the zone. He's just not going to go there, dude, because then he would lose control. And if anybody read any articles,
I agree.
Who work with him, he micromanages everything.
It would be so funny.
That's why he has a hard time, everything.
Well, Jimmy,
I can't say. You know what I mean?
Well, I have a question for you, but first, super chat, and then I have a question. Joe Biscuit says Charlo was heavier than what he weighed at the first time. How is that big body positively built, ASS style boy steel champ?
Excuse me.
What
does that mean? Yeah, I don't understand.
AS style. How is that big body positively AS style? I don't know what that means, but Joe Biscuit, maybe you can clarify in the chat, and I'll read that comment. All right.
American League style. How's that big frame gonna fare for a dude getting on the back foot?
For who?
Gonzalo breaks it down.
Charlo. Yeah. How is that big
Gonzalo reads chat.
Well, it's all fixed because it's a PBC boy.
No, I'm not reading the chat. I'm just here in the Discord.
No, you're able to read it. You deciphered it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do y'all think about the Matias versus Ergashev fight? Y'all think
level 200 IQ?
I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think that Ergashev guy, he's good at distance, but he doesn't have enough other things that he can do, to keep Matias off. So I think it's gonna go the Matias way, maybe late.
I think so too.
So what do you guys think this pay-per-view sells? Andrade, Benavidez. Let's put our predictions in.
Nothing.
Yeah, maybe like 120. 120.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say under 100,000. Under 100K.
No, it'll do more than that. It'll do more than that.
Let's say under 200,000.
Dan Rafael reported the last planned Benavidez pay-per-view 175.
Yeah, but he inflates his numbers.
I don't know if he inflates numbers. How do you know?
He does. Because he's fat.
How do you know?
Because he inflates himself.
I think he does. I think he does.
He's an inflation.
He's been around forever.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you say Dan Rafael?
Yeah.
Is that? Oh yeah, no, he was already fucking blown up by fucking. I don't know if it was done on purpose, by Steven himself, like an idiot. Literally the day after, for no reason, he tweets out about, for those who are asking, really condescending about Tank's pay-per-view numbers, here they are. And he went down the list. And everyone over 200 was a lie. Because the next day on a podcast, Steve, they were talking about right after the day after the Hector fight, Garcia, and he said, the week of, and he said, just like this, he said, well, Rolly's still our number one, our biggest seller. First he said, this fight hasn't hit, if you count all this, and he did his word salad shit, we're up over 100. Rolly Romero was our biggest at over 2. No, this isn't at 2 yet. The only one that's done that is with Rolly, and this hasn't hit it yet. But so right there, wait a minute, that's the last fight you had out of the 5. So he just admitted the only pay-per-view that sold over 200. Like Steve Kim reported it, Glazier reported it, Bob Arum was screaming it from the mountaintop. Like he doesn't know fucking the people, the same lawyers who have all the information. And Bob would laugh and say, these things aren't selling half what they're saying. And there's a reason you just do it through, because like also another thing Steven Espinoza said, we're a publicly traded company. I cannot lie. I cannot say we sold X amount of, I can't retweet it. I can't co-sign it. I can't, because
but he never released it. Espinoza never comments on pay-per-view. He never does.
But he did on the podcast. He did. He said the only podcast, the only one of Tank's pay-per-views before the Garcia fight, right after the week of Hector Garcia, that he said, well, this didn't hit 2. But no, this is what he said. It didn't hit 2, but it's his second biggest selling fight. Think about that. It didn't hit 2. The only one that did that, well, he said that was Ramalo. That was our biggest. But this is our second biggest, and it didn't hit 2. But there was Fat Boy 325, 275, just lying because that's what he was fed. Because he can say whatever he wants. And it was Al Heyman, and that was reported on back in the day too. That told we're not going to longer give out our numbers.
Yeah, Fat Boy Raphael. He talked shit.
Okay, nobody's saying. Nobody's saying. Credit. You guys remember Al Heyman, or not Al Heyman, but the BBC was saying we're going to bring the end to the pay-per-view era, and they were right. They did it ass backwards. They killed pay-per-view, but by doing it the wrong way. Instead of like their networks and putting stuff on free TV, they ended up just tanking. Just the whole system. It's a saturation of fights that don't go on pay-per-view. So they did in the end kill pay-per-view. Because
they just killed boxing.
No, I'm not hearing that shit. That's so fucking backwards, man. Come on.
Yeah, they killed. I mean, the only one is Canelo, and even him, he's over 100. So I think it's just to oversaturate the market with pay-per-views that don't belong. The people are just gonna stop buying it. And like I said before, the problem is also that before we didn't have the monster that was UFC to compete with. Now every week the casual make the real money for boxing. They just switched over to MMA, because they got pay-per-views there. So it's a ass backwards thing, man. Like they killed pay-per-views. It's just like they're not going to release the numbers down here. We're on Texas after the pandemic. They don't even charge for places to show them anymore. So I think that they just want the economy going again. So every time I go to a joint to go watch it, they never charge.
Right.
Dude, and he pissed through $750 million other people's money, you know what I mean? And he went through that.
Eddie did. We got to lump in. You're exactly right, Jimmy. And we got to lump in Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn did the same exact thing that Heyman did. They're all trying to
Hey, dude, your connection's a little choppy.
Yeah, Southpaw, your connection's a little choppy. It's driving me nuts.
Just speak slowly. Just speak slowly. What about Eddie?
It's cutting off. That's the thing. Cuts off.
Yeah, okay. I hope I sound better. But Eddie did the same thing. Both him and Al were trying to overpay fighters so they could lure them all to their sides, and it backfired. They both blew crazy amounts of money, and they're both in the red. And they're both like sinking ships. So it's crazy how that worked. All this time, Frank has been here for how many decades? They've been the best. They're always going to be the best, and people should have just put trust in guys like that.
But Eddie Hearn was in a totally different position, dude. He was given this money to build the zone, so he needed
like
to
Boo Boo. He overpaid Boo Boo. He overpaid Mikey.
I understand that, but if you have no fighters in your stable, what are you going to do?
Haney.
What are you gonna? Yeah, but what are you gonna do if you have no fighters and you're trying to build a brand and build a company? What are you gonna do?
You need
sit back and do nothing.
I understand you can blame the zone and Eddie Hearn for some of the stuff they did, but I understood what they were trying to do when it comes to Al Heyman and the PBC. That was fucking, that was a fucking heist.
Al Heyman was buying fucking airtime. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
Why don't you just
and he wasn't even putting on good fights, and he wasn't even putting on good fights. And he had 200 fighters, over 200 fighters, some shit like that.
That's right, Coach Joe. That's right.
I think he had to buy the airtime though because nobody was going to really pay for the advertising.
Well, that's how he secured the deal. That's how he secured the deal at Waddell and Reed. Eddie Hearn with Mike Hill as attorney.
Eddie Hearn tried making the fight with Billy Joe Saunders for Andrade, Billy Joe Saunders, and then Billy Joe Saunders pulled out with like injury or some shit. But he did.
No, he tested positive for a steroid.
Oh yeah, all that. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. Yeah, but either way, the fight was made, right? There was a press conference, everything, but yeah.
Yeah.
And DAZN got a cash infusion of what, $3 or $4 billion from that fucking obviously
that guy,
billionaire.
Yeah. He pumped in money and then had to pump in more money.
At the end of the day,
and Eddie Hearn was told to go spend it.
At the end of the day,
I agree.
still. At the end of the day, Mushroom's still with DAZN, and right now the PBC is like they don't know where they're going. That's how bad it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
PBC are terrible, man.
Right,
They're a bunch of
you're right,
shitters,
Buccio.
They'll land somewhere. I mean, they'll land somewhere.
Yes, they'll land somewhere under someone else's umbrella.
After they fucking burnt bridges with 5 fucking they'll land somewhere after they burnt bridges with 5 stations with 5 networks.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right.
Hey guys, hey, Joe, dude, I just gotta ask Joe, man, seriously, you gotta just one time for me, yell, shots fired, shots fired.
What?
Yeah, do it.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Holy
dude,
shit.
you sound just like because I listen to the fucking police band radio all the time, dude. Every time you talk and you're hyped up, you sound like a cop who just like shots fired. I just think it's exactly how it sounds, man. So
New York's finest. New York's finest.
Having a total in the morning.
Let's get something straight. I'm
one of the goons on.
Yeah, well, let's get something straight. Don't ever insult me again. I'm originally from Boston. I moved to New York, okay? So don't ever call me a fucking New Yorker.
Oh, God.
New York.
But that's what I mean. That's all.
He's just a visitor. He's just a visitor.
I just want to say
straight.
JDA is a fucking legend.
He's not from my city.
Absolute legend. Legend of the second Renaissance and BDA. Legend.
Hey,
that was kind of an original joke because I listened to the Boston fucking police. That's why I sounded like that.
I want to say something straight. JDA is not from my city. All right, he's a visitor. We allow him to come over here.
Talking from a guy who moved down to Florida. Get the fuck out of here.
You
couldn't handle New York. You couldn't handle New York.
New York. That's how we do it.
Yeah, you couldn't handle New York, so you had to go down to Florida.
No. New York
Pussyville.
You keep working for me. You keep working
what
for
you
me.
know.
All right.
Yeah. What you can do.
Number.
Who's David Rappaport?
It don't matter, man.
Hey, I have a question. Going back to boxing, Jimmy, I have a question for you. You and many have said that the PBC eventually is gonna just run out of money. It's gonna dissolve. But at this point, like, are we getting close to that? Basically, what does it take at this? Because you said, they can't work with the zone.
So.
You're saying
the PBC at the end of the day, it's Al Heyman, right? Correct. I mean, the guy's what, 65. He's wealthy beyond money he'll ever spend. I don't think he has children. I know his wife, and she's heavily involved with the PBC too. And everybody, including Lou Bella, kisses her ass like she's Queen Elizabeth. It's pretty hilarious. There's one video out there of him. But anyways, but yeah. So I think, I don't know, health reasons. Will he become stressful? I don't know. But he's, one thing to his credit, he's a smart cat. He was fucking graduated top of his class at Harvard. He's a go-getter. Maybe he likes the juice. Maybe he just likes controlling and holding people's money. I don't know. You would think at that age, it's like, why are you still doing this, dude?
Hey, Jimmy, can I give you a scary thought?
Around, and
can I give you a scary thought? I think the scary thought is that Floyd Mayweather is trying to jockey to be his new protege under that position. And Floyd Mayweather is like that fart that won't go away, man. I think he's going to try to move in and try to take control over something.
Buccio, I got a question for you.
Good point. And I think that Floyd, honestly, this is just my opinion, and the reason why, and I'll tell you why this is my opinion. In 2017, Floyd Mayweather, right, Mr. Moneyman, guys out buying $18 million watches. Okay, he had taxes due from 2015. He owed $22 million. He had to have a last-minute reprieve because the fucking IRS put a lien on his property and his cars. He couldn't sell anything, even though most of them at the time were leased. The ones he did own, he was trying to sell just to come up with the cash. And so when they put a lien on it, he had to get a last-minute conjunction because the fucking IRS were on the way to his property to start loading some of those cars up on fucking trucks. That's no bullshit. So he had to promise the judge, first prove he couldn't come up with $22 million in cash. This is 2017. I will pay you at the end of Conor McGregor. Now, as crazy as he did spend money, if you do the math, that shouldn't be right. And my reasoning for that, and again, this is just all fucking speculation. I think he has been bankrolling some of the PBC, and he's one of the reasons with Al hasn't stepped away and like beaten his dead horse. Like now they're like somebody did a meme. It was with him in a refugee boat where it said refugee promotions, and it was all the fucking places he's bled at on fire and island. It was fucking hilarious. And
Jimmy,
I think that's what's going on. I think Heyman's money. Sorry.
Well, Jimmy, how is it that he can't pay $22 million when his guaranteed money to get this is guaranteed? This is before the pay-per-view against Manny Pacquiao was $120 million. That was his guaranteed purse.
And what was that? 2015?
Money laundering. It's called money laundering.
He never paid the taxes on that fight. That was exactly the money. He owed $22 million in taxes from that fight, and he never paid it.
These guys are not
he was going around $300 million in that fight. Do you know that? He said he made $300 million in that fight.
Yeah. After the
I got a question for you.
After everything after the gate and everything, yeah.
Fucho, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
No way.
Fucho.
Yes.
Fucho.
Yes.
Did you change Did you change my pick? Or are you still on it?
Let me check.
You still on that bullshit?
Let me check.
Okay.
Excuse me. What's your pick, Gypsy?
What is your pick?
Lloyd
It's
Benavidez, ninth round. I got it. Benavidez. Hold on, guys. Benavidez, ninth round.
He changed it.
And that's when we started seeing the articles coming out of Floyd Hype, which is actually owned by Floyd Mayweather, the fight.
Oh, God.
We started seeing the articles coming out about how he's one of the biggest investors. And actually, his fans who could not stand the fact that it was, there's no disputing it. His lawyer was in court, had to argue, no, he doesn't have $22 million, had to show him all his bank accounts.
Jimmy.
Right? Think about that. So I'll be real quick with this. So that's when they started to say, well, it's because he invested hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars into New York. It's called the One Building. It's a beautiful building, but it's an investment group with over 500 investors. Okay,
it's an ugly building, Jimmy.
Yeah, somebody checked his investment.
Jimmy, it's an ugly building. Yeah. I know what building you're talking
about. Something one. I forget. Yeah, I don't know. It's called something one. But yeah, but of course, filings. It's easy to see. You got to wait till the end of the year. Somebody wanted, and they spent the money, and they found out he had invested $55 million.
Somebody committed suicide,
which made him one of the biggest black real estate developers that year. But it wouldn't have explained. Yeah, but it wouldn't explain why he didn't have $22 million.
They'll find somewhere else to hide the money. I mean, they've been hiding money. I mean, that's what's ruining my state of Texas. Is like they're bringing all these tech companies, Elon Musk.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The money that's being reported that he's making.
Everything. Our cities are getting skyrocketing in as far as like cost of living, housing, and it's getting ultra liberal. They don't even have enough cops in Austin because people don't want to do that job because they defund the police. It just ruins the whole thing. But they get all these tax breaks for bringing things like that to like states like Florida and Texas. They're always going to find somewhere to hide money. They're going to find somewhere to hide it and get away from taxes.
Can I say one thing? Who gives a fuck about Floyd Mayweather? Can we talk about something modern and actually?
No, but he's not going away.
Did you understand what I was saying? This is what I'm trying to explain. This is what's financing the PBC.
Fuck the PBC. I don't care about the PBC anymore. They're dying out. Can we talk about something relevant?
Yeah, but
what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
What you guys?
Did y'all talk about Charlo yet? Did y'all talk about Charlo?
David Benavidez.
No.
David Benavidez.
One at a time.
Okay, no, Bob Arum. Bob Arum. Let's talk about Bob Arum and his wrinkled face. Let's talk about that.
No, Gypsy. He asked me the question. Can we talk about Benavidez? Benavidez, fucking Andrade.
Can
we talk about that? Prediction? That's the fight coming up. Can we talk about that?
I forgot to give my prediction.
Yeah, go for it.
I got Benavidez, TKO boxing learner.
Can I make a prediction? Can I make a prediction? I want to make a prediction. It's gonna be Canelo Charlo 2.0. Once he gets cracked, it's going to be a track meet.
What does that mean?
He can catch him.
He will catch him.
But Andre's not like that. He's not like a mover like that. Andre can move, but he's not a mover like that.
and Devin, they're all fucking brats, man. Like you can't trust these guys. They're gonna fucking do this shit every single time, man. And that's why it's just one after another.
So, it's crazy. Devin might have all his fights might be
Boxing Learner, and I was watching some of Andrade's fights last night. You know what? He doesn't clinch, bro. That's a good thing. He doesn't clinch.
He doesn't.
Probably think.
Yeah, this might actually be an action fight.
It should be a good fight. Yes,
actually a fun fight.
Let's talk about it.
I'm hoping that Andrade comes out all not fucked up. He's a good kid. I don't want him to get.
He's just fucking awkward as fuck. He's just so awkward.
Yeah, he's
goofy. He's a goofy motherfucker personality, but he has good energy. I like his energy. He's a nice guy.
What might help Andrade? I think what's going to help Andrade is that there's so much pressure on Benavidez to look good and to look dominant. He can't just win. He has to win in fashion to try to get. He's trying to get Canelo so bad. Him and his dad are obsessed with him. So there's more pressure on Benavidez. So I think he might end up have a wrong game plan.
Actually, this is also Demetrius's one and only chance. Let's not forget it. He's 35. He's not going to get another chance.
His last chance.
Well, there's pressure on both guys.
Like, you guys say Andrade is a good guy. You know what? You guys say Andrade is a good guy. So is David. The only asshole is his brother Jose. David's a nice guy too.
No, his dad, bro.
His dad. He's a good lad. He's a good lad.
His dad is a piece of shit.
I think a lot of people are jealous of his dad.
His dad talks shit, though. That's it. He talks about
I think a lot of people are jealous of his dad.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Jose Sr.
Yeah, but look at Teofimo Lopez's dad. He talks shit as well. Who cares? Let's talk about the fighters. The fighters is all that matters.
Right.
Fuck the dads.
I think Demetrius is going. He's going to try to give it.
Bro. It's not like his dad's getting in there.
Yeah, but that's his pride. That's pride. That's his spawn, man. That's testosterone.
Listen, man. I respect Jose Benavidez for pulling the girls that he does. All right, like I don't care about.
There you go. There you go. I respect that as well.
Yeah, but I don't think that Andrade is this mover that they say he is. He can move, but he don't move like that. Andrade plants his feet.
That's true. Andrade don't really move.
Benavidez, 8th round KO for me.
And then he loops his shots.
Feeling Benavidez gonna stop him.
When he loops his shots, he switches stances.
Yeah, he's open for counters. He's open for counter
he's
shots.
very open.
So he's also a southpaw, so he's gonna move the opposite direction as a righty. He changes the angles.
He's just he's really jerky, don't you think? Yeah. He's just like kind of.
Did any of you guys watch Andrade versus Williams, the Welsh guy? Williams.
Pretty good. Pretty good performance.
Look at Benavidez compared to Williams. I think Benavidez stops him 8th round.
Yeah, Williams was putting it on.
Williams, I was going to say that. Williams was hurting him in that.
Exactly. What's Benavidez going to do compared to Williams?
Andrade has always
TKO for me.
Because Andrade has always been the favorite fighter. There's a reason he's never fought anybody. So he's usually the biggest. He's always an advantage one way or another, including ring size, all that other shit. So he's never had anybody like Benavidez who's going to come after him the way he is, relentlessly.
100%.
So that's going to be, he's never seen anything like this. Benavidez is tough as nails.
That you've seen guys like David and Andrew. You don't see guys like David and amateurs. David didn't have a whole lot of amateur fights, from what I understand.
3 2-minute rounds with headgear. Come on, with fucking big pillow gloves. A hell of a lot fucking different.
Right.
Jimmy, gloves, no headgear and shit.
Jimmy, I beg to differ, bro. I think there is someone that has chased after him like that, like David Benavidez is about to. It's his mother.
Who's that?
His mother.
Oh, come on, man.
Basically, he right now, if that kid Ellis,
like a kid, you got.
I'm telling you right now, Ellis fought him right now.
Hey guys,
fought Andrade. I think he would fucking. I'd probably bet him to beat Andrade.
Hey yo,
sorry, who, Jimmy?
Ellis, the kid that fucking Benavidez already beat.
Okay.
Shit, but Will would knock out.
And you know something, Jimmy?
I think he would give
Andrade a whole lot of problems if they were to fight.
Big, he's fucking quick. Yeah, he just couldn't take the onslaught. Benavidez was on point. That was probably the best I think I've ever seen him look.
We know what Andre's got. Andre's got about 4 or 5 rounds of like
the thing. Benavidez is a weight bully. He is kind of a weight bully, but the thing is, he throws a lot of fucking punches like a fat, like a little guy. Like
that's why he's so dangerous. He's so big, but he throws hands like a small dude. That combination.
That's why a lot of people say that when he squares up, it's a bad thing. Yeah, it comes with its consequences, but the reason he does that is so he can volley off the two hands.
Exactly.
At the same time, back and forth.
Yeah, it's all.
You don't have to bring one. You have to bring the first one and the other one behind the first. It's like back and forth.
His plan is to out punch you. That's
because of that. With the straight hard punches that Andrade can throw, I think he can square when he's like that and just get a flash knockdown.
Let me ask you, when was the last time you saw Benavidez in a boring? When was the last time you saw Benavidez in a boring fight? I've probably never seen him in a boring fight.
It's impossible with his style. It's impossible.
Yeah, somebody's getting beat down eventually.
Exactly.
That's why so many people. That's why so many people want to see him in their Canelo.
Yeah,
they want
it's a great style. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not that Charlo shit. Not that Ryder gave his heart. Ryder gave his heart. He just didn't have the skills.
Guys, let me just quickly I want to just mention that Frankie. I just want to mention that Frankie in the with the super membership renewal, he says King Bucho put me for Benavidez 9th round TKO. I got today a big ski. All right, he said, "Ew." Whatever that Andrade always says.
Yeah, Benavidez is exciting because he throws a lot of punches, and he's also what 26 years old, so he brings a lot of youthful energy, a lot of vigor. You can see it. He transmits that.
But he's been sparring with world champions for a long time. They've been telling us all about him. They're like, watch out for this kid.
Even in the open workouts, you can see the intensity. This guy just wanted to fucking fight. Like, he just wants to fucking put it all
Gonzalo, big up
out there.
You know who was also a good guy who everybody said that beats everybody up in the gym was guys like Linares, man. Like sometimes that doesn't translate to the ring. Like,
but Linares got a horrible chin. He's got a horrible chin.
Yeah, but we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. But I'm just saying,
Linares had bad stamina.
For example, but in the gym he handles everybody in the gym. I'm just saying.
You know, Linares is a boxer that other professional boxers really respect. He has probably, his combinations, like if you were to freeze frames, were beautiful. He threw beautiful, perfect fucking balance. And unfortunately, his chin just didn't let. But he did good work against
unbelievable. He did some good work in that fight, from what I remember.
You can't disrespect Linares. You can't disrespect him. It's solid fighter.
He's a solid fighter. Yep.
Unless I see something special from it, I think Canelo's still gonna crack him, man. The way he squares up and his body's wide open and tall, man. I don't think the Canelo fight's gonna be as hard as people would say.
Let's not talk about Benavidez Canelo yet, please. Let's just focus on the.
But this is a barometer fight. This is a barometer fight.
It is.
In the end, it is a barometer fight. That's what we're thinking about. We know Andrade's probably not going to win. Even if Andrade wins, he's not getting Canelo.
Talk about it.
He's not getting Canelo. Even if he beats Benavidez, let's just be real.
Sure. No, Southpaw, you're 100% correct. That is the next fight we all think about. Whatever, but let's just focus on the Benavidez and. What?
So like,
I can't even remember.
I said this before. This is supposed to be.
And thank you,
man. I'm telling you, man. There's a whole bunch of people who think Andrade is this hidden all-time great. Like the way they talk about Andrade, like he's this underrated all-time great. I'm like, man, his record's
he can definitely be better than his.
Did you mean Demetrius Andrade?
Yeah.
Well, LDBC has been using him as let's be honest, that was all driven because the LDBC has been using them as their secret boogeyman for years.
Yeah.
An argument, about Triple G. That's why he didn't want to fight Andrade. Nobody wants him. Like it was a fault, and so it's built up this thing where you just say it enough, and it becomes true. And the dude just hasn't fought anybody. And yes, David does square up, but Gonzalo's 100% right. He does that. When you fight somebody who does that, first off, it's shocking to see it. I don't care how many times you spot somebody to square their feet up like that in the middle of a fight within range is just. That's telling you, like, I'm not afraid of you fucking punches, first off. Like, I'm willing to take what you're going to throw. But it's real hard to see what punch because he can hit you with either hand. And he does it, and he's very good at it. But you have to have a good chin to do that because you learn that style in the fucking sparring. And you had been already taught not to do that by getting put on your ass enough or being hurt enough. Like, okay, that's not going to be my style. So just his style tells you that kid can fight. I mean, at least take a fucking
I
shot.
see that.
He pops
I see
his
what you're saying.
cross
I see what you're saying. But when it comes, but like I said, I still think Canelo's going to crack him in the middle of those flurries with hard body shots, and it's just going to slow him down. The people who give Canelo the problems are the guys with the feet, the Laura, the Floyds, the Bivol, the way Bivol was shooting in and out. You know, or if you have a good jab, don't jab, because Triple G had the jab. Oh, hold on, or a solid jab like Triple G and Kovalev. Kovalev was beating him, and just with the jab, by just sticking him all night. But then he got caught. So I just don't see Benavidez. I see Benavidez looking flashy, and then Canelo's just gonna be ripping that body wide open.
Yeah,
Southpaw. Don't forget Bivol was
gonna have feet too, though.
And y'all know I don't like Canelo. I know I don't like Canelo. I'm not a Canelo fan
David's
at all.
going to be doing
I-
something back as well. You know, he's not going to stand there with a smile.
Yeah, because Southpaw, no one would ever accuse you of being a Canelo fanboy. No one cares. Like, we're just here objective boxing fans. It doesn't matter.
I know, but I'm just putting in perspective because
I'm
last
just
time
saying,
I was arguing because there was hardcore Canelo fans on here, and I'm just saying the truth. Like, I don't see David as a threat to him at all.
Yeah, Southpaw.
But I tell you right now,
David is a threat. David is a threat, but it's not that much of a threat.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you think Canelo agrees with you, Southpaw? Do you think Canelo agrees with you?
I think he does. I don't think he's phased by him.
Then why doesn't he take the fight? Why are we waiting so long?
What for Canelo Bivol?
He's been busy. It's like you said, he's been busy.
I know he's been busy. Yeah, that's the point. Why has he been so busy?
He was collecting.
Why doesn't he take out? Why is he letting everybody? Why doesn't he take care of business?
Okay,
Jamel was as if he doesn't believe what you're selling.
It's a fight to me. It's a feisty subject.
Let's go all the way
one at a time.
Yeah, like I said, Jamel was an inactive fighter. He was no threat to Canelo, but Canelo still fought him. He was sitting on the sidelines talking, being inactive, and Canelo was listening like, all right, I'll fight you. You know,
I don't think Canelo was ready at all. You remember
Canelo can pick anybody he wants, guys. If he doesn't watch,
if Canelo watches Andre, trust me, that fight's gonna be highly anticipated. There's gonna be some people in the boxing world that are gonna be like, I think Benavidez has a good shot at beating Canelo.
If Benavidez,
I already do. I do already.
He doesn't have a shot, man. You meant if Benavidez washes Andre.
Yeah.
Exactly. Did I say Andre?
Yeah, you said Canelo.
You said Canelo.
I mean, even if Andre does too, if he washes Benavidez.
Oh, come on, man.
That's not happening. Head down every fucking time he throws a punch. Bro, he ducks his head down. He doesn't move away from a punch.
I thought I was the only one that saw that. I thought I was the only one that saw that. How Demetrius Andrade ducked his head and started winging some punches against Luke Keeler. I'm like,
if Benavidez watches Andre, everybody's gonna want to see Canelo.
I'm just surprised how they just turned this guy into some masterful, elite, legendary boxer.
Like Plant's a much more better technically proficient fighter. Much more balance. Just everything is
way better. But these guys, these Demetrius Andrade fans, like they just turned him into something that he's not. They can't even describe him. Some of them can, but they overrate
something he's never been.
Can I say something about the
fans? He just has guys that
punch drunk, man. That dude.
But what's weird about the way he stands, he's really wide, and he got a whole lot of real estate. Just he has his feet so far apart. So I don't know, man. I think David you can't move away when you're spread that like the way he does. You know, you can't move fast.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember Punch Drunk's big prediction tweet he sent out earlier this year? This is the year the PBC takes over boxing.
Oh my
god!
Oh wow!
Remember that? I just wanted to throw that out there. No, but I gotta ask Mirage, dude, why do you think like Southpaw, right? He gave, like, whether you agree with it or not, he gave a well-reasoned opinion. Like, he wasn't just saying, I think this is what, Canelo beat him. Like, he explained what he thought, what he saw and stuff. I don't know. Why do you get angry over someone's opinion? It's just his opinion of how he thinks he can fight.
I'm not angry. No, I'm not angry.
You just go at people, dude. Yeah, but...
No. Can I answer this?
Mirage, David Benavidez is already married, bro. You can't have him.
Do you know what I'm confused? Firstly, you got these fans that say this and this, but you know, Canelo, every time he gets asked about David, you know, when are you going to fight him, blah, blah, blah. Did you see the interview at the golf course? Oh, man, are you going to fight David? And he goes, oh, they're talking a lot of shit. That's not a way to make a fight. I just ignore them. All this, the energy is the opposite of like what this guy is saying.
Well,
to me,
so it's kind of a punk move.
Yeah. Can I say something after Mirage?
He's kind of punking him. To be honest with you, he's acting like he doesn't. He's basically saying he doesn't fucking worry. He doesn't warrant my thoughts. Basically,
but that's not true. We know that's
and I'm just saying that's what do you think he's gonna say in that situation?
Mirage, were you around the time of Golovkin?
You know?
Yo, Mirage, were you around the time of Golovkin?
You nothing burgers. Nothing
you know
burgers.
what? I didn't watch your interview.
Were you all hyped up for Golovkin? Oh, wait a minute, Justin. Were you hyped up for Golovkin like you were for Dave?
I wasn't even watching boxing yet. I started watching boxing.
I'm talking about Mirage.
I wasn't a huge fan of either fighter, but it was a good fight. But what? Yeah, what's the question?
Well, I mean, if you were of Golovkin, you'd be going crazy right now, right? With David Benavidez being your fan, right? You're a fanboy for him, so you're going to be definitely a huge fanboy at the time with Golovkin.
No,
knowing who Golovkin was.
Golovkin was overhyped. I think it was overhyped.
Golovkin's a good fighter.
You sure, bro? You would have been the same. No doubt.
Like I said, I wasn't even watching boxing. Hold on.
Sure about that.
Because of like David, I must have liked Golovkin. Is that the logic?
So yeah, pretty much the
David Benavidez was scared of Golovkin in a certain way. So when they sparred, they're like, "Fuck, I don't want to get hit by that guy."
Yeah, but wasn't David Benavidez like a 19-year-old kid? Yeah,
he is. How old was he?
It was a disgrace. That's terrible.
From age 15 to 19. That doesn't seem like
I would be scared too.
That's a terrible.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, I'm just saying. But Golovkin was
he was 19. He was sparring a 35-year-old.
That's disgraceful.
You could jab your head off. You'd be afraid.
That's a disgraceful. That's a disgraceful.
I mean, he's a big dude, though, bro. He's a big dude. I mean, he was not smaller.
I get it, but you remember talking about a guy.
Can I say something?
You see the sparring between David and Pavlik when David was 15 years old? Like he was much bigger and he was putting it on Pavlik. So I mean, I don't think he'd be scared of
funny.
I'm just saying, if you're a David Benavidez fan like you are right now, you would have been a huge Golovkin fan if you were following the sport back in the day.
Gypsy.
I don't know how that follows. I don't know.
No. Gypsy, can I say something? Gypsy.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so you're trying to say like, because Golovkin like schooled Benavidez in a sparring match when Benavidez was like 19, 18.
I didn't say he schooled him.
No. But that's what you're trying to insinuate. That makes Benavidez terrible. Did you not see like fucking Golovkin in a fucking grip strength with fucking Malik Scott absolutely destroy him? Like I'm not having that. Golovkin is one of a generation. He was special Golovkin. I'm not having a young Benavidez sparring against a fucking a prime Golovkin being any sort of measure stick towards anything. Just
why would you assume this?
It's stupid. It's stupid.
That was not the point. That was the point of the conversation.
Your point is stupid. That's it.
If he was
that his brother came the same way in the gym where he was some kind of
fan of Benavidez. Gonna be a fan of Golovkin,
and then it was David who was
that was the point.
So that's just funny as similarities, man.
Gypsy King boxing style was trying to be shameless, and that shamelessness is a disgrace. That's a disgrace.
They're similar. They're not comparable even as fighters.
Yeah,
they're not
I agree.
The same.
No one likes sticking up for Mirage. I agree with Mirage. Mirage is correct. That's a disgraceful opinion. You're trying to shit on him, and that's not acceptable.
I mean, it's not easy it's not that hard to shit on him. It's pretty easy, actually. I mean, it's just like a regular toilet that comes around here.
Come on, man.
Nah, come on, man. You're being disingenuine. You're being disingenuine.
Okay, I'm being disingenuine. All right, bro.
Be real.
You sound like incoherent fucking babbling, man.
So what else you guys looking at?
I'm babbling shit,
if you
bro.
like
I'm just
Triple
telling
G,
you. I'm
shit
telling.
like David.
David
No, I'm just
Benavidez.
saying, bro. Like when you start following, I mean, come on. Golovkin was there. You should have been there too because he was ducking Golovkin for a long time.
No way. Come on, man.
He was.
Oh God,
I'm
don't
saying.
say ducking, man. Y'all gonna go in circles when you start talking about ducking. It's just impossible to. It's impossible.
Anyway,
everybody has counter punches for that. Everybody has counter points, and they're saying, "Oh, wait, this guy ducked this guy." It just goes on forever, man. I would just like change up the tune.
Yeah. So you guys, what do y'all think about Sergey Lipinets? In the 140? I think he's going to be fighting Michelle Rivera. You guys
tomorrow?
Yeah, he went down in weight.
Yeah, Michelle Rivera got a loss to Frank
He's
Martin.
food at 140. Whether he beats Rivera, he's still food at 140. It's been proven over and over again.
Guys, can I just?
I'm sorry. You said 140, 147.
Guys, quickly, guys.
140? Okay, I thought you said 147. Oh, no,
Hey guys, before I forget, there's a super chat. Guys, before I forget. All right,
I want to see.
Guys,
the OG is here.
Guys. First of all, there's a super chat. Super chat from Mars. He says, "Salute Bucho and the panel. Put me for Benavidez third round TKO David Lemieux style." All right, Mars, I will add that shit. And then also, I don't know, is this true? Stu, is this you? Stu, is this you? Stu.
What's happening, you degenerate?
Yo, Stu, welcome
back. Is that
back.
you, man? Is that the real Stu? Is that Stu?
It is.
What are you saying, boys?
Is that the ghost of Stu?
The legend,
man.
That's Stu.
He died.
Hey guys, but what disappointed me about this whole pay-per-view, is Benavidez and Andrade, they're so friendly, man.
Hold on. Southpaw. We have to find out if this is the real Stu. I don't think you know who this guy is.
I know who Stu. He used to be on the box prize. He used to go on the boxing boys a long time ago.
All right, but let him talk.
Let's do you're talking about some garbage fight. Can you just say hello to my friends and talk about it?
Yeah,
Jesus,
it is
it's been years. Let's leave that show, you fucking Canadian degenerate.
Yo, Stu, I came here, so you decided to come back? Is that what happened?
Well, I didn't have no choice. I've been away. I've been on. If you get what I'm saying, I'll explain to you off record.
Respect.
I'm like
Stu, you gave me a lot of entertainment over the years, man. Respect. I'm so happy you're back.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Still good to hear from you, my friend.
Yeah, man.
What a fucking legend, bro.
Yeah, nice to hear from you.
Hey, Stu, you remind me of a Family Guy episode when the guy said, "You know what really grinds my gears?" Because he was always wound up, man. Good to have you back, man.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be back, boys. I mean, I've been thinking about you guys. I bet you thought I was thinking, I bet these guys think I'm fucking dead or something, because you know my lifestyle. But I mean, I'm like Boris from Snatch. You just can't kill me. I'm gonna keep coming back and back.
Yeah, come back, man. Come back.
Don't be so gangster, bro. Don't be so gangster. Tone it down.
You weren't hard thinking about us. That's all that matters.
Well, like I said, I've touched upon some of the boxing. I mean, for me, boxing is it's in a bit of a bad way. On the outside,
I agree.
It's doing well, but it's just it's become a farce, isn't it? I mean,
what do you think about Fury?
I mean, Shaka Stevens that fight last night. I mean, I lost the will to live watching that. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, if that's boxing, then keep the fucking sport. I'll find it.
No, that's not boxing. Yeah, that's what the Crips think boxing is.
Well, yeah, this is it. I mean, it's Floyd Mayweather generation where stinking the joint out, pop shot on your way to a points win, surviving the battle is a win. And for me, I mean, I must be old school. I like to see people beating each other to death in the ring. Basically, I like to see wars. I like to see.
That's what they had against.
I don't want to see fighters doing 12 rounds and looking like they've just gone for a facial. I mean, I want to see hurt and blood, and boxing is a bad state.
Lee Wood's doing pretty good over there in the UK.
Come on, man. Lee Wood. Come on, fuck off.
Yeah.
Well, Lee Wood's all right, but let's not pretend you got slept a couple of fights ago.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, he's not perfect, no, but he came back to win, though. It's not about being perfect.
I'm just happy to hear another Englishman in the fucking chat. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he did come back with it. I mean, he fought. He fought a shot to pieces, Josh Warrington, and he was losing that fight. And
yes,
I think I know he beat what's the Barroso, the dangerous guy. I can't remember his name. The one that
Lara, yeah,
Lara.
Beat him in the rematch.
But he was out of shape. He looked half the fight.
That's true.
He was.
But the Colin fight was pretty good too. The Colin fight was awesome.
Yeah, but the Colin fight, he was losing the whole fight and then knocked him out in the last round. Like,
isn't that what you guys love? Comeback victories?
Yeah, of course we do. I mean, that's romantic as fuck.
Yeah, of course it is, but I'm not going to sit and pretend that he's a world beater. He's a great fighter.
Yeah, he's not a world beater, absolutely. But hey,
my favorite fighter from England, you know what? My favorite fighter from England, and he's real good. And I don't care if he puffer pits, is Conor Benn, dude.
Conor Benn?
Conor Benn's badass.
On, man. No, I'm not having that. That's disgraceful. No.
That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
No, Conor Benn is a drug cheat. Nah, fuck that shit. He's a drug cheat.
My favorite fighter, really good one. Nick Ball's a really good one.
The guy you gotta. He's the one that you should be. Sonny Edwards, a serious talent from the UK.
My favorite fighter from England is No Chance Tyson Fury. No chance.
No, wait. What? Stu, what did you say? Who fighter? Which fighter?
Whitaker.
Sorry, say again.
Whitaker. Benjamin Whitaker.
He doesn't fight enough though. He needs to fight more. I want to see more.
Yeah, I mean, he's a serious talent.
I got a question for you guys. If, for example, if Usyk gets dominated next year, what kind of pound for pound status would you give Tyson Fury? I never put him on my pound for pound, but
wait.
Yeah, why do you have to do that? I got to feel the fucking conversation.
Bro, we're talking about British fighters here. We're talking about British fighters here, so I'm mentioning a top dog British fighter right now.
Let's do talk. Let's do a little talk. Let's do a little talk.
Let's go. Let's go.
Tyson Fury has to be on anyone's. If it comes to British fights, Tyson Fury has to be on anyone's pound for pound list when it comes to British fights. Because for me, he is the second best heavyweight we've ever had in this. For me, Lennox Lewis is my favourite. But you know my opinions on Lennox. I just think I think Lennox was probably the greatest heavyweight of all time.
He actually has an argument. He has a solid argument for that.
Muhammad Ali was a great fighter. He was, but a lot of people, it was more of his character and the times that he was living in, where he went against the white man and he made people laugh and people loved him for it. But when you look at his career, yes, he fought some great guys, but he got beat by Fraser, he got beat up by Fraser. Ken Norton beat him. I mean, he was in a lot of wars that he shouldn't have been in. I mean, Henry Cooper should have stopped him in his prime. Let's be real. He robbed Ken.
That's not my point, though. Stu, that's not my point. My point is not like the greatest heavyweight of all era. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about based on Usyk being pound for pound. If he goes in there and just dismantles Usyk and just stops him, making him look easy, for instance, hypothetically speaking, which I don't think it's going to be easy, but let's just say he does. If this, hypothetically speaking, he does, would you put him in the pound for pound top 5?
Who, Fury or Usyk? Sorry.
Fury.
He's like the biggest guy in boxing.
I mean, yeah, I do. I mean,
not for me.
Vontae Davis in there, then fuck yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, let's look at all these fighters that they've been having. They had Errol Spence on the pound for pound list for how many years? He fights one decent guy and he gets his fucking ass whooped.
Hey, Stu, I want to know, Stu, did you I mean, the Spence versus Crawford fight, what do you think about that?
What is there to think about that?
I think that Ferrari ended Spence's career. I mean, he just looked at the shadow of it.
It was the drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, no. As soon as Eminem brought out Crawford, it was game over, in my opinion. That ring walk was fucking brilliant, man. It was so good.
Oh, please.
Terence Crawford wasn't even boxing. He was just walking forward, walking through everything Spence had. And every time he hit Spence, things were happening. And Spence, when Spence fought Calvin...
I'm going to tell you something about this rematch that happens. This rematch between Spence and Crawford, when it takes place.
That's not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen.
I mean, contractually, he's obligated.
No way that's happening. No way. I'll bet $100 on it. No way.
I don't know about that, brother. There's a lot of money. There's a
way.
contract, bro. Not money. Contract. It speaks loudly. And
No
the guy
way.
has no way to go out besides obliged by be a man and be it because look, Terrence Crawford is great and all, but one thing he's not a man, bro. That to me, he's not a man, bro. He's a total. He can't respect his own words, brother.
Hey, I just because we haven't talked what's his name in a long time, and I was just curious what he really did think of the Spence fight. Like, can we just let him finish on that?
Yeah,
because he has been on so long.
Why is Terrence? I don't get it. Why is Terrence Crawford not a man? When he knocks out everyone he fights.
No. I'm gonna tell you why he's not a man. Because you knocked out. Look, man, the motherfucker comes up. When Spence made the fight happen between them, because it was Spence pretty much giving whatever he wanted just to make the fight happen. The dice roll, all that shit. And he said, if I win or lose, you're going to give me a rematch, right? He said, yeah, I will. He didn't keep it. He's not keeping his fucking word, man. That matters a lot, bro. I don't care what you say, who you are. If you say something, you don't do it. That's the same shit as me betting and not giving him money like how, what's his name, Rare Breed said.
Yeah, but you know,
shit, it's a bitch move. I don't give a shit how good he is. He's a bitch. In that sense, he is a bitch. It doesn't change anything.
Who?
Oh, you don't get it, man. You know that's why you like Shakur Stevenson so much. That explains a lot.
I don't
give a shit, bro. Like,
anyway.
I don't think Arrow's more of a man. I don't give a shit if Arrow's whatever. Arrow's more of a man than he is.
Put the Bud Light. Hey, put your Bud Light down and just listen for a sec. Put the Bud Light down and listen, right? At the end of the day, I never said anything about Bud Light. I didn't sound like Shakur Stevenson. I said that fucking cunt had me. I lost the will to live the other night. I was going to commit suicide. I was going to end it all watching that fucking gimp prance around the ring like a fairy. That's not boxing to me. I mean, I hated it. And this guy is a talent. I don't like watching world class fighters fucking constantly living out the boxing.
Who wants to?
What?
I said, go on, Stu.
No, I don't like seeing that.
I completely agree. I agree with that. I don't deny everything you just said, but that's Terrence Crawford's favorite man.
Some people don't appreciate.
What about Errol Spence?
First of all, I gotta say that people.
Lucho's talking.
Well, man, he took a beating, but
Gypsy.
All right. First of all, guys, somebody reminded me in the chat, hit the like button, please. Let's get to 100 likes, or else I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting it down if we don't get to 100 likes. And secondly, I forgot. So go ahead, guys.
Hey, when are we going to hear from Errol Spence, bro? The guy's been completely silent. He hasn't said shit. He used to be really vocal on Twitter, bro.
He's activated his contract, bro. Like, if that's, he doesn't have to be out there.
What I don't know. Who cares? Who cares about Errol Spence? Who cares? The guy's finished.
Yeah, but you got to understand, though, Gypsy, right? You got to understand. Yeah. Crawford's only responding to what Heyman's probably saying. There's no clamor for that fight, meaning the money that they both were probably promised in a rematch, or at least talked about, is not even going to be in the same stratosphere. So Heyman's like, I don't have a fucking place to even put it on right now.
Okay, so
that's the reason why I'm sure Crawford's like trying to keep his options kind of open right now. And my point being, there's no money. Nobody's not going to sell.
This is the thing, Jim. It's a hard sell for Errol Spence right now because if he moves on from Crawford, everyone's going to say, "Well, he got Crawford whooped his ass." There's no way for him to turn. He has to fight Crawford again.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think the problem is he wants to 154.
That's exactly what he's going to do.
I mean, Spence should just retire. He should retire because it's boring. Who gives a shit?
No, fuck that. I don't want him to retire. I want
who do you want him to fight then?
I want him to fight Crawford at 154. I want to make a difference.
Crawford knocks him out again. He knocks him out again.
Bro, it is not the principle. Of course, I pick Crawford to beat him the second time around. I'll pick him to win. But I would like to see that.
What's the point? I want to see him get brain damage. I want to see him get brain damage.
I picked Spence in the first fight, but it doesn't mean shit, bro. Oh, of course, I
was seriously wondering.
You know why? You know why I did? You know why I did? Initially, I always picked fucking Crawford. The whole reason why I didn't pick Crawford the second when it came to the event is because the fact of his loaded fucking gloves. I didn't trust that motherfucker.
Oh my God.
That's why. That's the only reason why. Only reason. And then on top of that, the other shenanigans that goes below.
Gloves. Come on,
dude. Have you seen his gloves in that fucking
Gypsy, see that shit, bro? Gypsy, as soon as you say loaded gloves, that's a disgrace. You just discredit everything you say ever since.
We see hundreds of videos about Tyson Fury, but where's the Terrence Crawford?
Tyson Fury's case. The glove is poked. It's kind of like off position. It's not fully inside his hand. He's not.
Wilder did it. Wilder did it too. Where's the hundreds of videos for him too?
Let me tell you something now. Let me tell you something now. In boxing these days, I'm gonna say, bro, the days of loading gloves are over. The days of loading gloves. There's too many cameras. Who's gonna sit there and watch their guy? They'll probably train with a guy and sit there in another training room and let a guy load his gloves and say nothing. It's when Wilder's accusing.
That's what the only time gloves break like that is when they're dry as hell or they're old.
You have the opposite team in your changing room while your gloves get wrapped. You have the opposite team in your changing room.
Wasn't tight, or the seam wasn't tight.
I'm really gonna believe that. Yeah, okay.
All right, they got a guy. They got a guy over there watching him.
That's believable. That's believable for one glove. That's believable for one glove.
Yeah, but hold on. Let me just say this. Will take 10 seconds and go on. My thing is this: I'm not gonna go to. You have two options. One is a boxing glove tore on a seam, right along the seam, or somewhere on the glove, which I have seen literally probably hundreds of times over all the years I've been seeing. Or I'm gonna go to the extreme that he was cheating and it was some kind of loaded gloves where he would have to involve a bunch of people. So that's why I'm always going to the fucking easiest explanation.
You're going to take 10 seconds. You already passed that. But it's very suspicious for one glove to break like that. But there was two good.
I'm glad you're counting.
Okay, I'm going to
stop the cap. I'm glad you're counting, Gypsy.
Keep fanboying.
Which fight are we even talking about?
Fanboy when you want. You're sitting there with fucking conspiracy theories without a fucking snitch of evidence. Evidence, but then call me a fucking fanboy, dude.
You don't have evidence either. You don't have evidence either.
Fight.
Okay, I'm not talking, Jimmy.
You're making double-edged arguments, and they're terrible. You're making double-edged arguments, and they're fucking terrible.
No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You're saying that it was a conspiracy that it was
I never said
glove.
That. You're saying that.
You said loaded glove.
You're speaking.
No, Jimmy, Jimmy was Gypsy. He was Gypsy.
I'm not calling you a fanboy. Jim, I'm not calling you a fanboy. Someone else did, first of all. And second of all,
okay, it wasn't you. I'm sorry.
I called you a fanboy because you are being a fanboy.
Yeah, but he's calling you a fanboy, and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna say I agree with him. That's it.
Oh, Gypsy.
All right. Yeah.
Gypsy, which fight are we talking about? Can someone please just
I'll tell you, Adhesion, when he fought Adhesion, his glove ripped. Now, here, mind you that when a glove rips, it's not up to him whether to take it off or not.
Thank you.
Because a representative from the Vegas then looks at it and makes a determination. This spare gloves right there.
Yeah, he looked at it and he was shocked as hell and surprised. Go watch the rewind. Go watch the rewind.
So he was shocked as hell. He was shocked as hell instead of saying, change the gloves. No, don't talk over me, dude.
Now we're going to spin the narrative. Oh, my God.
Sorry, here's the narrative. Guys, stop.
One at a time. What are you guys scared he's going to say something?
Jesus Christ. I know. Afraid I'm going to say something. Guys, here's a fact. At every professional fight, there's spare gloves brought. They're right next to every fighter in case that happens. Obviously, it happens a lot. They actually mandated to have extra gloves there. The representative who makes that decision is the guy who stands in the corner and watches those guys between rounds. He's the one who would have then made the determination whether or not to change the gloves. Those are just facts. There's not a fucking fanboy or a narrative. Those are facts.
And they did it why? And they did it why?
I don't know why.
Exactly.
I can't say why.
Look. I'm going to end this conversation real quick right now. You're talking about seams breaking, right? Seams breaking. That shit was broken in multiple areas, not one area. Multiple area each glove. That don't make no fucking sense.
And not just one glove, two gloves.
99-cent store. Unless they got them gloves in 99-cent store.
Gypsy.
Why didn't they make him change his gloves?
Oh my God.
Because it's fucking rigged, man.
Come on, man. Nothing's rigged. Fuck off. Fuck off with that shit.
Fucking rigged, brother.
You know what it was,
broke. Those gloves broke. Like if they were dry.
Fury Wilder 3.
Hold on. I have to mute people because. All right.
I mean, you think I can't?
All right. I'm tired of hearing about this stuff, bro. It's old news. Who cares?
Yeah.
All right, man. So I came in, man. It's me again. You know, I just came in because I know that big fight happening tomorrow. Just want to tell y'all my prediction. Who I want to win. Who I want to win is I want Demetrius Andrade to win. I'm going for him.
Of course you do. He's black.
No, bro. Don't do that.
That's what it is. Yeah.
No,
Black TV.
Black
TV.
Why can't
Black TV. No.
Bro, the thing is,
once again, GB making a blatantly biased pick.
He's just picking it.
Come on, man.
Bro, I love that Benavidez. I do, bro.
Black TV. Come on, you call Black TV.
You're my boy, I like this guy, bro. Look, even David Benavidez like him, bro. Like, come on.
Chibi.
Oh God, this is taking forever.
Hey, Chibi, you're my guy, but you picking Andrade like someone just says the least shocking fucking thing of the night, dude. Come on.
Hey guys, you never know what's gonna happen.
Andrade though, like even when he was with, so check him out. Even when he was with the Zone, he used to text me on Twitter and everything.
You look that. You look that.
Fanboy. Okay.
All right, guys. Let me write down his prediction. So Black Chibi, let me. Yeah, so hold on, let me talk.
Bro, I know what you're talking about, bro. I just want to win, bro. I just like him, bro. He's just great, bro. Everything about him is great.
Man, you have to look long and hard to like something about
He's
it.
36 years old. He still hasn't been in a fucking fight that anyone gives a shit about. Andrade is a waste of. He's wasted his career. The only fight I've ever watched I've looked forward to is the Billy Joe Saunders fight, and he got out of that one.
Through.
Fucking.
Well, Billy Joe Sanders didn't he fail a drug
test? The Americans have to bring out one of these little rules to help themselves, like they always do.
He
might want to know something about Andrade.
Stu, come on. Can I say one thing? I'm going to back your point up as an Englishman. Billy Joe Saunders did fail a drugs test. He did.
Hey, Andrade just currently kind of announced his.
Yes, he did.
Kind of his black side.
Dude, he did. Come on.
No, so this is the thing. I honestly love David Benavidez. I love him, bro. You know, but I really fucks with Demetrius Andrade. Like,
of course you do. He's black. That's why you're afraid with him.
No, that's not
whatever.
No, that is. Look at your Black Chibi. Look at your Discord name. It's called Black Chibi.
Black Chibi.
Hey, let me make a point.
That's why you fuck with him.
Hey, dude,
no, come on, man. Just be honest. Just be honest.
Guys, shut up, please. This is crazy. It's getting out of control. Well, actually, I think we're losing. Oh no, we're getting viewers. Fuck. Oh, we were losing viewers earlier because people are just fucking yelling all at the same time. Let's go fucking up. Let's come fucking. I don't have to use my phone because nobody can hear me. Black Chibi, I put you down for Benavidez. Sorry, Andrade. Andrade by decision, I assume. Don't tell me stoppage.
Of course. He's black.
I got him round 6 stoppage.
Oh, I got one thing to say about. Andrade.
You're joking, man.
Black.
Man, listen, bro. All I'm saying is
black, bro.
Stars, bro. Why can't I go for the stars, bro?
Hey, Chibi. The one thing that was cringy about it was that Andrade, he said don't call him Andrade. He wanted to go by Andrade. He didn't want to kind of acknowledge his Latin type roots. But with this fight, he switched it up. And what did they call it? Switchback, coldback, where he said, "No, me Andrade. I want to kind of embrace my that side of my lineage." Or heritage, so it's kind of cringy how he didn't want to be called that, and all of a sudden now he wants to sound Latino.
Yeah, he might have did that just to sell the fight more, but
he's a weirdo. He's a fucking weirdo.
He is weird. I'm just gonna call him Andrade. How about that, Andrade?
Hold on.
Black Chippy is the type of guy that goes to the casino and always bets on black on the roller table.
Exactly.
No,
That's true. That's 100% true.
All right, so let me ask y'all this then: why haven't Andrade been fighting a lot of people? Well, why? Because bro, nobody ain't want to fight him.
No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
More than he was. Yeah.
When he goes to the rectangle, he says 75. He goes 7,500, and they say black or red. Who do you think?
Nah, it's bullshit.
Hey, Chibi,
he doesn't want to fight Benavidez. He does Benavidez.
What happened there?
Put it all back.
The thing is, when Andrade walks in the ring,
y'all forgot
when Andrade walks in the ring, you could hear rat pissing on cotton. Nothing.
But I don't understand, bro. Like even through this whole press conference and everything, this whole build up, Andrade been the man. He's been funny. He's been chilling. Like he's been great, bro. Like how can you not like this?
Come on, man. Come on. Just be real. Just be real, Chibi. Just be real. Be honest.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, this is Chibi. This is who he is, man. And he calls back.
No,
he doesn't
I like Chibi. I like Chibi. He's a good guy. I feel like Chibi's a good guy, but just be honest for once.
No, I believe in his heart. He believes he's gonna stop.
Oh, come on, Chibi. Come on.
Look how he fights. The nigga fight. He fights so weird. He fights so weird. He was literally.
Come on, man.
Listen.
All right, guys, let's move on from Black Chibi. All right, guys, let's move on from Black Chibi. All right, he gave us his predictions. A bit crazy. He said Andrade 6-round stoppage. All right, if you get it right, I mean, I'll give you credit. That's it.
I was gonna say, Black Chibi was found by Andrade in 40 days and 40 nights in the desert.
Chibi, if he wins, if Chibi's right, I'm gonna pay his fucking gambling debt to the dude on this panel or whoever he owes money to.
I'll give Chibi exactly $0.
You didn't have to bring that shit up. Damn, bro. I thought niggas forgot.
No, they don't forget. I'll pay it. I'm dead serious.
And another thing I wanted to bring up, don't y'all feel like Shakur Stevenson kind of acting like Teal Fevo a lot nowadays? Like he be just doing too much.
Reverend Rack.
It's all these guys. It's all these.
He's doing everything but fighting.
Yeah, that's doing too much. I'd hate to see if he was lazy. I mean, that was dreadful the other night. Man,
that was horrible. I'm all about the sweet science, but that shit was disgusting.
Stu says, I like a little violence in my fights. I must be old school.
Wait, which fight?
I'm not tuning into a fight
at all. That's not boxing. That's shit science.
I'm not tuning into a fight.
Which fight?
Dancing with the Stars. I want to see people get their head filled in. That's what I'm paying for.
That's my line. What the hell?
I'm all about the sweet science, man. But what that boy did, that was just a disgrace, bro. That was just scary.
Which fight?
I thought a Riggins had been reincarnated.
Well, who cares about that shit? Who cares?
For no reason.
Yeah, but who cares about that shit? Some weak ass shit fighters, man. Who cares?
His hips don't lie.
It's funny how the narrative went from his hand to his shoulder now. And now he's overtrained. He was doing too much in the gym.
It's so easy now to make an excuse for a bad performance. I mean, look, every time there's a bad performance, I've had a hand injury, I had a bad camp, struggled at the weight. We're giving fighters too many reasons.
Exactly. When there's multiple reasons, you know they're lying.
Just fucking fight. That's it.
And then this is the thing that really,
he was legitimately afraid of that kid's power. There's no other.
This is what disappointed me about him, right? So he already knows it's already hard for him to even get a fight. You know what I'm saying? So he's not even selling himself right now. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like, punch up the man, bro. You feel me? You could have did more than that. And now he made it worse for him because now he's gonna become a high risk, low reward, and it's gonna be hard for him to get fights.
Actually, what do you think he got them dreadlocks for? He's selling the fight.
He was talking all that shit about being a free agent. He was trying to act like there was going to be a fucking...
All the LDBC clowns praising him for fucking throwing 6 punches around and stealing a living out the sport. But what he didn't... That's why Riggindale, no one wanted to watch him fight. And he sort of like... It was a great fight, but no one cared for him. And that's what Shaka Stevens is going to become if he doesn't... Like, Terence Crawford was like that for a while. When he fought Postal, I mean, it was dreadful. Well, absolutely dreadful. But look at the Crawford we're getting today. He's realised that this is a business. People want to see people get knocked out. They don't want to see pretty quick footwork. I don't want to hear about this bad hand. Fucking Danny Williams pulled his shoulder out and managed to win a fight. I watched Lomachenko fight 9 rounds with one arm and fucking dismantle someone. So there's no excuse that I've got a hand injury. I mean, prancing around the ring, and this is the same guy that bubbled at Olympics when he lost. I mean, you know, I've just not got a time for Shaka Stevenson. I know he's a talent. He is a very good kid, but he's got no heart for the game. And I don't want to see people steal a living out. I've had enough of Floyd stealing a living out the sport for so many years. I've had all these Riggindale, all these fucking fights.
Floyd Mayweather never fought like how he fought tonight.
Mate, he fought plenty of times.
Yeah, fought like he fought that night.
Well, you know what's funny? He turned down a fucking Bob Arum offered a contract to re-up him for another, I think, 3 or 5 fights, and he turned it down and said, "Nah, I'm gonna fucking check the free agent waters." Imagine that. That's like a quarterback going into a fucking season where he has, that's a contract, and he throws his last game like 20 interceptions. Like I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do besides go. I imagine back to Bob with his tail between his legs.
He has no
I was gonna be
choice.
like, I'm gonna offer you half. See what you get, stupid? You should have taken the deal. Because now I'm not sure I would want to sign you. Would I? Would you?
Yeah.
Mayweather was laughing at him in the fight.
Mayweather supposed to left early. Got up and walked out.
Hold
on, Stu wants to say something, Stu.
Unknown in the chat. Stop talking. Stop mentioning my name, you fucking weirdo. I mean, you haven't got the balls even to like come on and speak to me. You want to sit behind a name called Unknown and throw out petty little fucking childish remarks about me. Trust me, mate. I ain't got time. I'm back out. I'm free again. I'm speaking to my friends. I ain't got time for the fucking degenerate peasants like you. So
Did he call you an English muffin?
English muffin. I mean, what the fuck, man? I'm really hurt now. Please, I'm gonna go and slash my wrist now. He called me an English muffin. Get out of here, you fucking weirdo.
PTSD from the Shakur incidents.
That's one thing about this show. I mean, if there's a degenerate around, we'll find them. We'll fucking find them, all right? They're all there, aren't they? It's an asylum for fucking degenerates.
Hey, yo, BDA, I feel like you don't like Demetrius Andrade, bro. Like, you didn't even want to talk about it no more. What's your beef
No one
against
wants to talk about it.
You still haven't explained how you like
Andrade or Andrade or whatever his fucking name is.
He's 36 years old. No one wants to talk about him because he's given us nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's be real.
He was an interesting prospect in 2013.
And yo, Zilly Zhang is a fucking older prospect, and he already surpassed him.
Rock Nation gave him crazy money and then reneged on it. And then he was tied up. Remember that? That was crazy.
To Black Cheapy's credit, if Andre was at a good chin, had a high endurance level, he would definitely beat someone like David Benavidez. But he doesn't have either one of those.
Yeah,
he doesn't have either one of those.
He's at 154.
No. It's the endurance. It's the endurance. That's it.
Probably could as well.
Huh? The what?
If Benavidez was in a wheelchair, Andrade could probably win that one as well. I mean, what are we going to say? If he could do this, he could do that.
Come on, man. Be real.
Good endurance, he would have definitely beat someone like Benavidez.
I don't hear about Andrade.
I don't know, man.
Because he does have a good punch out, a decent punch output. He's got decent skills. It's not like he's trash completely.
Well, he depends too much on athleticism. Like once you start timing him, he starts getting confused.
He'll get confused sometimes. He's not bad.
He was hurt by that kid Williams, and that dude, come on, he's a domestic level talent. He had him hurt,
agreed.
no doubt about it. He had him
definitely
hurt.
did.
That's the one that Christian Cancun destroyed. You want about that one?
But David Benavidez has been knocked down too, though.
Yeah, but he was like 17 years old or 18.
Honestly, and he was hurt. That was just really out of position.
Williams
knocked out by a jab.
You're comparing a teenager to a grown ass man, bro. Terrible.
Yeah, he was a kid.
Hell, tough crowd. Shit.
I wouldn't say tough. We're just not stupid.
Well said.
Andrade, he was a teenager, man.
All I can say is David Benavidez' career is not going to be for too long because he's gonna beat Andre and then he's gonna fight Canelo, which he will lose. If he doesn't lose, he'll go up and still lose against Bivol and whoever that's on top of that. He's got not that far.
I,
That's not that far.
in my opinion, if he doesn't pound him out, I think it's because he's maybe it's getting to him because he's a big kid. Eventually, I think it's going to be too hard for 168.
Agreed.
So I really believe wholeheartedly he has everything it takes to stop Andrade. If he doesn't, I'm going to credit to that he was just weight trained.
No, I'm not even
That's
gonna lie. I
just
got
my
this
opinion.
friend.
I think
Named
it's gonna be really negative.
I'm gonna say he sucks. That's it. I'm not gonna say all that stuff.
So I got a friend named Mikey Pablo. We play Xbox together and shit, and we play Fight Night. And he was just saying that he hates David Benavidez. He said he feel like he's a weight bully, like he hates him. So I'm like, damn, bro, like how you gonna hate him? Like I love David Benavidez. I love his velocity of punches. You know, he's literally coming to fight, and that's what will make this fight so great tomorrow because both of them coming to fight. You know, it ain't gonna be none of that bullshit that Jamel Charlo did.
Is Mikey Pablo your second Xbox account? I'm curious.
No. I love David Benavidez. Michael Pablo just my boy.
And I say that about Andrade because I don't think Andrade is all that, and he's never fought anybody who's given that kind of pressure. I think, you know what I mean? And I think whoever said Plant is got more nuances than Andrade.
I know what you're trying to do right now, bro. I ain't finna fall for it, bro. I ain't even fall in that trap right there. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
What trap?
Benavidez needs to step up as well, though. It's not just Andrade. Benavidez is for the poor champion. He's for the poor champion, bro.
Hey guys, let BDA say something.
Crimson Cross, hell yeah! Praise the Lord, hallelujah.
I think he's there.
Yeah.
I want a big shout out to Stu for returning. Stu, your contract renewal your contract renewal papers are ready for you to sign. You get a full benefits package.
I didn't like the last contract you offered me. It was a poor contract, so I looked elsewhere. I went abroad to give my talent.
Come back full time.
He was a free agent. He was a free agent.
Well, I went to China. They had a better deal for me over there, didn't they?
You also get full immunity. You also get full immunity in your papers because we are a federal organization, so we can offer you full immunity.
Do I still have the power to block these fucking weirdos?
No. Yeah, we've stopped doing that, man. We stopped doing that, blocking people. I mean, we gotta let them say whatever they want, man.
Oh God.
Yeah, the First Amendment.
Welcome back, Stu. Welcome back.
First Amendment. Oh God, oh, Jesus Christ! The thing is, if you let people,
here's the thing, though. Hear me out, Stu. Just let the nutcase expose themselves.
Yeah, but if you let stupid people do stupid things, then madness occurs, doesn't it? And this is the problem. I mean, you know, why? But half these people have got the brain cells of an ant, and then we're giving them freedom to just come on.
I hope you're not talking about me.
It's entertaining, though, Stu. You can't deny.
Stu, you can't say that. Bruce, Stu, you can't say that. You wanted to off yourself from a Shakira Twitterson fight. You can't say that, bro.
Was Mr. BDA done? Yo, Mr. BDA, were you done?
Oh, Your Excellency. Go ahead.
What's up, Jimmy?
Excellency.
I thought you were still talking. And we all kind of cut you off.
That was so cringe, wasn't it?
Hey, by the way, did you guys get any info since PBC is not gonna be with Showtime no more? Did y'all find out where they're gonna be going?
Yeah, fuck PBC. Fuck the PBC. How about that?
I'm just saying they gotta find another channel though. Like they have to. I was thinking the best route they can do is they can sign with ESPN and then we'll have PBC and we'll have Top Rank on the same network and then
Yeah, but Top Rank actually matches his guys, and they can't keep ESPN happy.
I'm about to say ESPN wants to dump boxing. I heard.
Yeah, and plus he already burnt his bridges at ESPN. He was fighting over there in 2017.
Did you notice how happy Deontay Wilder looked being out of that Al Heyman contract? He's like a new man, isn't he? I mean,
he is. I agree.
He relaxed. Mate, fucking Al Heyman had them fighters. He had them by the bollocks, and this is why I think a lot of them weren't happy. I mean, because they owed Heyman money before they even stepped in the ring. So, and that's why they were trying to steal a living. Do you know what I mean? They weren't giving it the law because they probably fucking owe all their money out. And now that half of these fighters are free, you're seeing the best of them. I mean, for Al Heyman's ruined boxing. I said it from the start. Al Heyman sent boxing back 10, 15 years.
Yeah, but fans don't see the overall picture. There's so many fans that what Al Heyman does is he pleases like a handful of fighters, and those fighters praise them. And because they got like hardcore followings like Spence, they think, oh, he's great for all his fighters, when really he has like 250 fighters, and most of them just kind of fell to the wayside.
Have you noticed that? They were thanking Al Heyman.
It's Al Heyman and Bob Arum together. It's Al Heyman and Bob Arum together.
Before they thanked the family and God and everything else. They were told to say, "Well, I want to thank Al Heyman," before they even thanked the trainers and before God and everyone. It was cringe. It was, wasn't it? I want to thank Al Heyman. I want to thank him for what?
You remember there was when Fonfara fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and he stopped him, and Jim Gray's asking him questions, blah 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 blah, and he forgot to thank Al Heyman. So as Fonfara is about to leave, fucking his promoter, some guy with glasses, I forget what his name is, one of the Watsons keeps whispering to him, Al Heyman. Al Heyman. So Fonfara is leaving, and the promoter. Hold on.
It was fucking.
Please let me finish. The promoter grabs Fonfara, so Fonfara remembers, and he goes, "I want to thank." And Jim Gray goes, "Back to you, Jim." So they fucked him over, but the guy looks scared shitless, man. The guy looks scared shitless, like, "Oh shit, I forgot to thank Al Heyman, man. Are they gonna cut my nuts off, or what's gonna happen?"
Oh no.
That's Watson's only job. He stands behind whoever wins, and he stands directly behind him, whispering, "Thank Al."
You guys
And his sons.
want me to get rid of You guys want me to get rid of Al Heyman?
Man, I used to hate them sons of his. They just sit there, want to be in one corner cheering one fight. They don't want to be them. And all I ever saw them do was clap. That's all they fucking did. They were getting paid to sit there and clap. Let's get out of here, man. That's what I mean about boxing. I've always said this. Boxing, you don't even have to be skillful, know the trade. You can make a living out of boxing by being a nobody. 1 minute you hold a spit bucket, 2 weeks later you're in the corner. I mean, it opens their arms to any old fucking bum.
Heyman had $750 million he had to make go, and I guarantee you he probably was paying them $250,000 a year for expenses, right? But not really giving it to him. But that was way of just washing all that money away because it didn't add up in the fights. That's for damn sure.
Paying fighters $2 million. Paying fighters $2 million when they were worth probably 200 grand. Taking his fucking 20%. That's how he did it. Overpaid all his fighters and took the percentage out of it. That's how he took the money.
I've been saying that since 2016.
Yeah, but that's why it's all gone. What really big fights did this guy make? I mean, real big fights. Where did all that money go?
He gets a piece of everything. He made whatever fight he could.
Thurman against Garcia was the first big one, and that was 2.5 years after the PBC launched.
Wasn't Canelo Mayweather one of them, or no?
No, that wasn't on PBC. That wasn't the PBC.
That was on Showtime, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that wasn't the PBC. The PBC started in May of 2015.
And that's why you can't argue with the years, man, because they have that narrative. They like, oh, Floyd did this, when in reality, it was the opponents of Floyd that made him who he was. So they're going to give all the credit to Floyd because the narrative is. So you can't argue with people like that.
Well, see, this is the thing. I'm thinking of the bigger picture, right? If we can get all these boxers right to sign under one name, not only great fights that happen, we'll get another fight night champions and everything. You feel me? Because the reason why, you don't really see a lot of fighters in fight night champion is because they got EA Sports got to specifically go to a certain fighter and pay them just to get them in the game. That's why Mayweather wasn't in the game, because when they came to Mayweather about it, Mayweather wanted too much money. So I'm thinking in my head, if we can get them all contracted under one roof, that should have opened up so many doors. And
but he had 250 fighters under contract.
I don't understand these fucking fighters. Why? That should be a good thing. Your character being in the game. I mean, why do you have to be paid for everything? I mean, boxers, they want to be paid for fucking walking through doorways, don't they? I mean, yeah. I feel the same way you feel. Trust me. But I'm saying, if we get, I don't know, that's why I think, because I don't know where would PBC even go right now, though? Because HBO's not going to do it. Showtime, they're out. You said he already cut time to ESPN.
The problem with
what happened
Go ahead, Peter. Fuck it.
What happened earlier today, there was, or it was last night, I believe, somebody posted a Amazon screen cap. Somebody logged into their Amazon account and they put a bunch of, apparently there's a back catalog of PBC fights there, but it says content unavailable. So now people are saying, "Oh, there you go, they're moving to Amazon." Haha, everybody who was celebrating the PBC's demise, they're going to have to eat crow. But what does that mean that they're back on Amazon? Maybe all it means is that they sold their back catalog to Amazon.
No, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's just Amazon Prime has channels on their subscription.
Yeah, because the important thing is how are they going to put on fights? And the likelihood is what Rick Glacier was saying all along was it's going to be on a pay-per-view model basis. Amazon's not going to give them money to make that. All they're going to do is distribute the pay-per-view. Everything PBC is going to have to do everything else. So they're in a bit of a hard place right now.
Okay, you can subscribe to Showtime through Amazon. That's all that is. They just screenshotted a Showtime subscription through Amazon. That means nothing.
Hey guys, what if PBC makes its own app and then they just have pay-per-views where the pay-per-views just pay for themselves?
I think that'd be too much money for them to do that. But it is one place that will take them, and they take
anybody can make an app. Anybody can make an app. They got
not a good one though. A good app and an app are two different
things. They go fight on TikTok.
No, there is one place that would take them though, and I know they would. And that's Peacock TV because they're taking everybody. So if they can go to Peacock, I mean, I'm with that. I already got
NBC. What are you
NBC. I got a Peacock. That's how I watch my WWE and shit.
NBC he already burnt his bridges with NBC. In fact, NBC was one of the harshest ones, kicking him out the back door. Told him we're done.
So Peacock, NBC on Peacock.
Yep.
Yeah,
Heyman was a real asshole when he was doing business with those bigger companies. Like normal, information that companies would exchange between each other, Heyman just wouldn't. And other like NBC, Fox, they're all turned off by Heyman when they were working with BBC. So like when they would ask Heyman for information, like numbers, Heyman wouldn't give it to them. So they didn't like him.
The president of Spike said we sunk money into fighter stories, like we normally do. Backstories, thinking we're building a relationship. You're going to bring this fighter back. That's what, historically we've done. And we would never see that fighter again. And we would ask him to explain himself, knowing that we sunk all this money, and it would be nothing but silence. So we were done with him. And that's what the guy from Spike said. And he said, I'm sure most executives have the same opinion of Al, and especially when you look at his ratings, they were always garbage.
I'm saying, Jimmy, if we can see Al Heyman's conning everyone, then the people that are giving him the money must see it as well. You know what I mean? In the end,
just ask him to open the books and kick him out the door, kick him out the meeting.
And people will say, actually his fans will say, oh, you got to eat crow because you said they were going to be done. At what point is it really still the same PBC? Their mission statement was, we're here to do away, this is what he actually said, we're here to do away with the pay-per-view model. It's archaic, ripe for stealing. And they went from that to bringing boxing back to free TV, to putting everything on pay-per-view. That's not a fucking absolute unmitigated fail.
They are a foul. I mean, but I don't want to see PBC back in boxing again. I mean, they had their chance. I mean, give me $500 million, I'll put on the best fights you've ever seen in history. Not fucking somebody Danny Garcia against a bum, fucking Errol Spence against the fucking top 10 guy, Deontay Wilder against a guy just come out of fucking old people's home that's disabled or something. They're fighting some fucking bums. And they never really got big fights going. And when they did make them, it was past it. No one wanted to see it anymore. I mean, they had their chance. I mean, just be real, Frank Warren, look, he's had the best year out of all of them. Frank Warren, he's promoter of the year for me.
He had to do any kind of real sales. He had to take. He would have to take fucking top ranks throwaways. Like Pacquiao wanted $40 million in taxes before he could come back and fight in the United States. And he expected fucking Aaron to pay half for no reason other than I'm Pacquiao, I guess. So Aaron was like, no, you can go somewhere else. So when he fought Broner on pay-per-view, that was the first one that ever sold over 500,000. And then he had to go and sign Canelo. So after fucking 8 years and $750 million, you had to go and get other people's fucking
it's not funny though, Jim. It's what has he done with the quiz? Look at the Charlos; they're not really gone forward. When they first come through, when you look for when they first broke through, they should have done more in boxing, had bigger fights. You know, the only one big fight he did have, he went in there to collect a paycheck. He had no desire or no will to win that fight. He knew he was going to get beat. He just went in there to survive. Charlo against Canelo. I mean, look, like I said, on Andrade, another one that was with him. Wilder, he went 40-odd fights before he fought anyone with a pulse. You know, and even today, Gervonta Davis. I mean, he's had a couple of good fights, but he should have gone forward, and he should be a superstar. John, all these talents he had, and he's held them back. If you want
Davis is a household name.
He is, but he should be even bigger one. Let's be real. Gervonta Davis is known in America and in boxing hardcores. But Gervonta Davis could walk around London and no one know who the fuck he was. And that's not a superstar, bro.
Actually, that's kind of not true because I remember a fight that he was in. I forgot what it was. It was 130.
I know about when he fought that Welsh guy fucking years ago.
He walked in and this chick was like, "Oh, big fat tank."
Three people, and then three people noticed him. I watched that, man. He 3 people noticed him. That's only because he had a load of fucking guys walking around with boxing gear on. So he's not a superstar. Trust me, he's not.
Yeah, he's not. I definitely ain't. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. But people in England do know him.
When Floyd went to London, the fucking streets, they had to close down the streets. When Mike Tyson went to London, they had to fucking close down the streets where thousands of people gathered around. Gervonta Davis and 4 people.
No, it's not even comparable, Gypsy. I mean, Stu.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's a superstar. You know, and he had talent. He had a lot of talent that he could have made big names, and he didn't. He just kept him in America fighting against his own fighters on piss poor cards in front of nobody on a pay-per-view event, and people didn't get to see these guys. And now they're getting big fights. They're past their best, and you know, there's nowhere the film would go from now.
No, you know, I can't agree with you on that one because I agree with you because like I just don't feel like the people who fighting, bro, is just worthy enough. I'm like, bro, why you keep fighting these niggas, bro? Fight somebody. Like, bro, make me impress me. You know,
exactly. I mean, let's be real. Deontay Wilder has gained much more fame, much more respect around the world, and a lot more money by getting his ass whooped 3 times by Tyson Fury than he ever did against knocking his thumbs out.
All right, calm down now.
No, I'm not calming down.
The first one was a draw, okay? First one was a draw now. You know?
Nah, stop the cat, bro. Deontay Wilder couldn't even sell out his backyard, even if
bro, leave Deontay Wilder alone, bro. What are you talking about? Yeah,
bro,
you
can't even sell his backyard, even if he sold his soul.
Bro, regardless of the situation, bro, if Deontay Wilder's fighting, we finna see a knockout, okay? It might be him.
Yeah,
it might be.
Exactly. Mate,
they were even handing out tickets and they still couldn't fill the stadium.
Whether you like it or not,
when Parker gets knocked out by Wilder on December 23rd, he'll be selling a lot more.
Listen, Deontay Wilder can go. Deontay Wilder, whether you like it or not, is a known fighter. But a lot of people know he comes to England. He's got a lot of people that know he's a famous. Whether you think he can sell out, the only reason he can't sell out is because he's had fucking terrible American piss poor promoters. And like Al Heyman backing him. As soon as he's got,
well, I would say Wilder is also popular because of Fury and Joshua. The whole,
yes, he still fought Fury to make him popular. If he hadn't fought Fury, he'd still be a fucking nobody in America.
He's also popular.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, he would. Because beating up fucking Dominic Brazil is not going to make you a star around the world. Let me tell you that now.
That was like one of the best knockouts I ever saw.
But it was a nice knockout, though. It's I don't mind watching that shit any time of the day, bro. I'll watch that over and over again.
You know, I'm like,
it's so beautiful, bro. It was like a pop.
You remember he hit that one person so hard, bro? His hands were shaking in the air. That scared me. I watched that live. That hit my heart. I was like, damn.
This is what made Pacquiao. This is what made Pacquiao, Canelo, and all them people. They fight people from all over the world. And they fight all over the place. They don't just fight stuck in fucking one venue against PBC. They fight. That's what you got to do. You can't just keep fighting Americans. No one's going to get into it. You have to fucking get your name out there. You have to travel. Sometimes you're going to have to go out your comfort zone and have a fight that you might not want as against your star that don't suit you. But that's what makes you a star. So I mean, too many fighters just fighting in a comfort zone. Everything's got to be their own way. They don't want to go out of their comfort zones, and that's what a lot of American fighters are like. I'm sorry to say it, there's a lot of them, a lot of talent, but they're stuck in their comfort zones. They don't want to push the limits. That's why they're not big stars. And then they sit there and moan and claim racism's the reason. That isn't bollocks.
Like Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, but Terrence Crawford. Yeah, but Terrence Crawford actually, he's eventually he's got the respect that he deserved. But it took him a while because when he was fighting,
it's not his way, it's the highway, bro, all the time.
Mate, Terrence Crawford sent his career back 3 years. Just that performance against Postal, that sent him back 3 years. He was trying to get his fucking fan base and respect back. No one was like, "Oh, Crawford's fighting. I think I'm going to watch fucking Songs of Praise tonight. Oh, fucking, I'm going to get an early one." No one wants to stay and watch Crawford do that. Shepherd Stevenson's going to he's going to find this out when next fight when no one fucking tunes in, and he's going to wonder why. Because no one's going to watch that.
Bro, it's crazy why he signed with Bob Arum and he didn't sign with PBC when he
made more money with Bob Arum. He made a lot more money with Bob Arum than he would have done in PBC. He was getting like $8 million to fight some of these fights. I mean, he's made a lot of money, Crawford has, trust me. And
I mean, it's at a point where it's with Crawford. Eventually, once he beats Jaron Boots, it's not going to really be none. Which I don't even want that fight to happen. The only reason why is I feel like Boots is going to get. That's what I'm saying. Like I just feel like Boots not ready. You feel me? I think he needed to take his time.
This is what I've been saying, bro. This is the problem with American fights. He's not ready. You've got to go out your comfort zone. You've got to take a risk sometimes. It's like something like about Joshua. He fought Klitschko in like his 18th fight. Now, most people said he's not ready, and he could have got his ass whooped, and he nearly did. But in the day,
that's a good point. Joshua still has the best heavyweight record.
Yeah, look like 20. Dude, he had 20 knockouts. What do you mean he wasn't ready, bro? He was prepped up for that fight. They even did it in his own backyard.
20 knockouts against who? 20 knockouts against who?
I think he had like 20 knockouts. Dude, he was coming up. He had 40.
How can you say you don't want to see that fight?
He was fighting Charles Martin, fucking he was fighting all the bums that Wilder knocked out.
Bro, he was a joke, man.
I don't want to see that fight. How can you don't want to see that fight, you fucking idiot?
Joshua still has the best heavyweight record right now. Even he has a better record than Fury.
Right,
but what made him start Butcho? What made him a big star?
Look, Butcho, I'm gonna explain you why he doesn't have. I'll tell you why he doesn't have a better resume than Fury. When he fought in America, has he since then fought in America? Every fight he's fought in his own backyard. That matters.
Who cares?
That matters. If you say Usyk has a better resume, I'll say hell yeah he does. He has a better resume. But
so he has to fight in America.
That's everything on his side every time he fought, bro. That's a bullshit fucking guy.
Wow.
Weird ass argument.
It matters immensely.
More legacy than resume.
Okay, man. Yeah, okay. He had the best resume. Got knocked out by Ruiz still on top of that. That's ridiculous.
He still has a resume. He still has a resume.
I don't think it does.
What I'm saying is right. I can make it right.
A 40-year-old Vladimir Klitschko. A 40-year-old Vladimir
Gypsy, let somebody else. Gypsy, let somebody else.
What Butcher is saying is correct. Whether you think he lost this fight, lost that, he still fought them. He fought Usyk twice. He's fought Klitschko. He's Dillian White, younger Dillian White. He fought everyone you put in front of Joshua, apart from Tyson Fury and Wilder, which is coming. We know that's going to come, and I'm picking Wilder to win that one. By the way, I just think once Wilder lands on AJ, it's fucking night. I just don't think. I don't think Joshua has to defend.
Wilder's shot, man.
I
think Joshua is too timid at the moment.
First things first is we gotta see his performance. We gotta see how he's gonna go against Parker first, and then we'll know where he stands because he ain't fighting for like a whole year.
You got a point.
Emphatic knockdown.
I can't believe I'm saying that, but you got a point.
It's gonna be like.
Wilder might lose against Joseph Parker. Wilder might lose to Joseph Parker. He might seriously. He might get hurt in that fight, and you might call me crazy. That's gonna stain Fury's record because for now Fury is talking. His biggest wins are Klitschko 3,000 years ago and Wilder. And when you see Wilder gets exposed again.
AJ's 2 years. AJ was 2 years older, Klitschko.
Povetkin,
2 years older, Klitschko.
undefeated Parker, Dylan White, undefeated Dylan White, Joseph. He beat undefeated Joseph Parker. He beat. Who's he beat? Wait, hold on. White, Joseph Parker, Povetkin.
Exactly.
Contenders.
Well, what about Francis? He legit beat Fury, but he got robbed.
And Povetkin wasn't washed up, dude. That was a dangerous fight. What the fuck you talking about?
Povetkin
He was washed up.
Bro,
fuck that.
I'll tell you, no, bro. Povetkin broke his nose in the fight, but after that 5th round, he was nothing to be found.
Yeah,
he got hit with that right hand, and that was it, bro. He got hit with that right hand. That's it. He clocked in, bro. He clocked out. Actually, he just clocked out at that moment. That was not Povetkin at his best. But then again, I don't think Povetkin at his best.
Yeah, he broke his nose. That's part of fighting. Who broke his fucking nose?
No. I'm not saying anything. Congratulations for breaking the nose. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that he was not at his best, and even if he was at his best, Povetkin will still not beat AJ. That's just not the style match, good style matchup with him. He knows what he picked.
The problem with Joshua is he's got no confidence. And when you fight against Wilder with no confidence and you're hesitant, you're getting knocked the fuck out. The only way you beat Wilder is like I've told you before. You get in front of him, you stick it on him, you show no fear, and you take his legs from him, you rough him up on the inside, and you take his range from him. But if you're fucking fighting on the back foot, hesitant, like Joshua's been fighting lately, not letting his hands go, standing in the wrong range, square on, that is a recipe for disaster against Wilder. Are you
blaming Stu? Stu, AJ now has Derrick James as a trainer. Do you think that's a mistake?
Mate, he could have fucking Tony Stark. It's not going to make no difference. So,
I think he left Derrick James. Now he's with Ben Davidson.
Right, you're right.
Yeah, he changed. He's with Davidson now. Yeah.
Ben Davidson. The thing is, like I said,
he wants to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. That's what he wants.
The thing is, no matter what trainer it is, they're not going to find the confidence in Joshua that he hasn't got. The thing is, this guy, have you noticed about his attitude, how he's lost the plot lately? He's become rude, arrogant, and he's all over the shop because he's not got that confidence no more. When a fighter loses his confidence, I don't care how many fucking trainers you've got, you ain't going to get it back. And I think he's hesitant. Listen, the worst thing you can do against Wilder is fight hesitant and be worried about throwing a shot. And you've got to take a shot against Wilder.
100%. Completely. That's what I said. That's why I said. That's why. Exactly, Stu. This is what I said. That's why I said if Parker pushes, he controls the fight. He's the one coming forward, and he has Wilder on the back foot. He's gonna win the fight. Because that's what you have to. You can't just stand there like old man Luis Ortiz, because he's gonna catch you. You cannot stay.
I've been hearing this conversation over and over again. You gotta steamroll Wilder to beat him. Well, I'm telling you, it ain't just steamrolling. You have to use your jab hand and control. You gotta control it. You gotta control. If you do not control that shit, and if you miss one time, he's gonna land that fucking right on you, and it's gonna be over. He did it to Fury. He did it to everyone else. He's not gonna do it to fucking AJ. He's gonna do it to AJ. Trust me, he will.
I'm taking Parker over Wilder. I'm taking
Parker over Wilder.
I love this. Let's go. It's interesting. It's that way. It's more interesting. I like it.
Wilder, you've got to use feint. You've got to have a good jab. You've got to use feints, and you've got to because he reacts. Wilder, when you feint, he reacts. He fucking his feet are in the wrong place.
Listen. Y'all got to remember something, okay? The person who he fought, bro, when Deontay Wilder lost, bro, that guy was not human, man. He was different. All right, the two best heavyweights right now in our era is Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
I would think Francis beating Wilder.
I don't want to say that to
TV, you're a fucking idiot. You're
when it ends,
TV. You shouldn't be talking. You shouldn't be talking.
When it ends.
This is the thing. We'll
talk about that, bro. When it ends,
listen, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. All right, check me out. Look. Deontay Wilder only lost to one person. Fucking Joshua lost to two people. You feel me? Like it's like, bro, and he lost. It is not like he didn't lose to somebody great.
You want to ask a better resume? Who the fuck is Wilder fought?
When you act like he. So first off, you act like he didn't try to fight. You act like he didn't try to fight fucking Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder was trying to fight him.
He priced himself out. He priced himself out.
He even came to the UK on the fight. Hold on, let me talk.
You're spreading lies.
No, it's the truth. He came out there to the UK to start to promote the fight, and then Anthony Joshua was like, "Nah, I don't want him in the ring."
He priced himself out. Why are you
This is what really happened. No, because this is what happened. We was
couldn't even sell out his backyard. Even if he sold his soul to the devil, he couldn't sell out his backyard at the time.
He couldn't even sell 4,000 tickets at the Barclays Center.
It was 2018. He's like, I'll fight AJ in 2020.
Shane Fickle came out and
I'll
said
fight
that
Wilder in
left him.
2020. AJ said that. Sorry.
Yeah, Wilder was offered tons of money. Whoever just said he priced himself out is 100% facts. That's what he did. He priced him. He wanted. They offered him twice. Yeah, they offered him $50 million, and then they offered him $120 million, and he just didn't want it. He was loyal to Showtime. He said.
That doesn't change the fact. Yeah.
That ain't what I heard on my side, bro. He was ducking. He said it.
He's an embarrassment.
There's a video on YouTube. Check him out. There's a video on YouTube. When they even asked him, they said, Deontay Wilder was at your fight. Why didn't you let him come in the ring so y'all could promote each other? He said, well, as of right now, mate, I'm not really interested in fighting Deontay Wilder. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck? And he literally said this shit. I saw it with my own two eyes.
An email offer is not a real offer.
No, he was there. He was there. He flew all the way to the fucking UK.
Actually, you're so intimidated. You didn't want him in the ring, bro. I know.
Fucking thought Charles was gonna knock out Canelo.
Thank you, bro. He was so intimidated. He was so big dog. He didn't even want him to steal his shot.
Intimidated by that dude, bro.
They leave Deontay Wilder alone, bro. Damn,
That's all I hear, man.
It was the promoter's fault. Both fighters wanted that fight. And then Wilder and Joshua were not scared of each other. It was Eddie Hearn was fighting to put him in there with Wilder, and Wilder's team were fighting to put him in there with Joshua. They wanted to catch out on Wilder just in case. But look, as for Joseph Parker, he's getting knocked out, right? And this guy got knocked out by Joyce. And Joyce, I mean, you can see him coming from a mile away. I mean, the thing is, Wilder, he's terribly fundamentally, but he's got two good things in his armor, and that's like half decent.
Parker doesn't punch hard. Stu, like Lucho's thinking that Parker's gonna damage Wilder. Parker don't punch hard enough, bro. He don't punch hard enough. He don't even hit as hard as Ortiz. He don't even hit as hard as I think he hits as hard as Usyk. I would say about that area. That's where he's at.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm no fucking Wilder fanboy. As you've seen, you know the videos I've done about him. I'm not a big fan of it, down to his fucking delusional fans. But at the end of the day, I know boxing. To beat Wilder, he looks terrible on the eye and he looks unskilled, but he's a very hard man to beat, and he's just tough as they come. You got to kill the guy to fucking put him up.
Oh my God, Stu, I'm disappointed in you.
You know what you need to beat Wilder. You need Klitschko style.
I need to read a super chat. Writer of the Storm Tranquil Fury super chat says, "Call Joe's nurse. He's getting hysterical." All right, Joe, did you take your medication?
I don't know.
Where's Joe?
That shit Chibi's be saying I need to take meds too, because all I hear is, hey, my name is Chibi. Email.
Who's saying medication? Who's saying that?
Your nurse.
Yeah, right.
All I'm saying is this, bro. The person that Deontay Wilder lost to is the best heavyweight of all time right now. So like,
shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You just said you don't want to see the Crawford Boots Ennis fight. You're a fucking idiot. Why don't you want to see? Because you're both black.
No, bro. What you mean? I'm pissed off at Javante Tank Davis because he haven't fought a black guy yet. trust me, I want to see that shit. But it's just too. He's not fucking like, bro. I'm like, yo, bro. Like, Jordan James is too new. He's too fresh. He ain't gonna finish it.
He's ranked the number one fighter. He's ranked number one.
Guys, I have a question. When Joe Joyce stopped, when Joe Joyce stopped Parker, did he set it up that knockout? It was because I mean Joe Joyce, he has a jab, he's technical. Wilder isn't. He just throws a right hand and
Joyce is technical. Wait a minute. Joyce is technical.
Yes, he is.
Come on, Bucho. Come on, bro.
Yes, he is. He has a jab, at least. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. You know what Joyce is? Joyce is a robotic jabbing machine that is also something that absorbs a lot of punches and just comes.
So what is Wilder? So what the hell is Wilder then? So what is Wilder? He's even less technical.
Come on, let's be real. Wilder ain't that shit, bro. Wilder is not
the right hand.
Shit. Please, God.
Who did he land that against? Who did he land that against? Let's see. Okay, so.
Oh my God! You're gonna sit there and tell me that Joyce is more athletic?
Every time Fury clowned around, that's when he got dropped. Every time, and then the other opponents. I mean, what? Old man Luis Ortiz, and we can go down the list. You guys know who else? Right?
Old man Luis Ortiz knocked out Brian Jennings, but Joyce couldn't.
In the year 1265 or something like that. Like it was a long time ago. Like that. That's his only fight. That's what I'm telling you. Like
Joyce was a hype job, bro.
He was getting outboxed by fucking Gerald Washington, right? And then he knocked him out. He knocked out a football player. He knocked out a football player.
Thing with him, bro. He can be outboxed by anybody.
He was getting outboxed by that Polish guy. What's his name? The Polish guy. But he threw the fight because he launched in like a maniac. He launched in and
Arthur Spilka got more skills than Joyce does. That's for sure.
No, he doesn't, bro.
Joyce has more skills than Wilder.
Joyce is not a guy that has a lot of skills. He's a punching bag. That's why they call him Juggernaut. He calls himself the Juggernaut because anything you throw at him, he's gonna eat it and he's gonna come back. That's who he is. Watch his fight, man. Watch his fight with Zilly Zhang. How he gets countered.
Wilder's gonna end up on the ropes. You're gonna see that fight. If he starts backing up, it's gonna be similar to that second Fury fight where he's like backing up so much. He has zero ring awareness. He's gonna end up on the ropes.
I would say yes. If you said Parker was Zilly Zhang, I would say yes. I would say
my issue. No, I'll tell you this though. I'll tell you my issue with Parker is that mentally sometimes he's not there. So that's the thing. If he shows up like in that Dylan White fight where he doesn't do shit, then he will lose the fight. But if he comes forward and I mean he's
already Joyce a lot.
Absolutely not to get the right hand.
I'm saying what Wilder is, bro. The thing with Wilder is he completely relies on his punching power, but he does know how to box somewhat. It's not like he completely is like a fucking stiff object like Joyce is, because Joyce is a fucking stiff object.
Oh my God, did you see how he backs up? Like he leans back. That's his defense. He leans back and punches his legs.
He can throw something behind that shit. He can avoid something. He can avoid. Joyce is there to get hit by anybody. Put anybody against Joyce, he's gonna get hit. With any kind of shot.
Okay, so what happened with Parker?
With the Parker thing. But the thing with Parker, like I said, he lost to a slow Dillian White. He lost to a slow Joe Joyce. Wilder only has to get one right. And 12 rounds is a long time for Wilder not to get one right. When really Wilder he dropped Fury numerous times. And Fury is one of the best defensive heavyweights out there.
What are you doing?
He has a deceptive jab.
When Fury went down, Fury was clowning around. Those knockdowns in the first fight, you look at them. He was clowning around. And if you look at the third fight,
you're not getting the point.
The third fight, he wasn't.
It doesn't matter. He's still all it takes is him to get one right. I'm not. I know you hate Wilder. I'm not a big fan of Wilder myself, but
it's not hate. Dude, it's not because I hate him. It's the reality. Like Fury was clowning around. Look at the
what you got to understand is this guy is unskilled as he is, and bad on the eye at times. He's just gets one. He's dangerous. One shot, and Joseph Parker has been caught. He's been knocked out by slow people. I mean, if he can't avoid those guys, how's he going to avoid Wilder?
I think he only got knocked out once. Unless somebody can correct me. I think he fought Johnson. Nobody's doing a punch.
Let me get this straight. Dylan White doesn't punch as fast as Wilder does, and he landed and he dropped Mr. Parker. Yeah, he dropped him twice. He dropped Parker twice. Dylan White. You think Wilder isn't fast enough, or isn't somehow clever enough to land his right hand?
Okay, Gypsy, he can land that right hand, but I think he misses a lot as well with that right hand. Like he needs to land it, or else once you throw that right hand, you're exposed. You're crossing yourself over, like you're crossing the. I don't know how to explain it, but you can be countered basically. And I don't think he's going to be landing that right. He's 38 years old. He's 38 years old. His timing is good. Guys, he's 38.
Does he have the power to hurt Wilder? Like?
No, he has the power. Wilder, of course, can knock him out if he lands it. I believe he won't be able to land it. I think he's going to be missing a lot.
Does Parker have the power to hurt Wilder? That's my question.
Yes, of course. He can pummel him. Yeah.
He can't. Okay. He might get a lucky shot.
He's a heavyweight, guys. He's a heavyweight. Of course he can.
Who is Parker knocked out? Who is Parker knocked out?
I don't know.
Name one. Name one person he's knocked out.
Not even Chisora.
He knows a bunch of people.
An old Chisora, he couldn't stop. An old broken down Chisora, he couldn't stop.
Wilder is worse than Chisora. Chisora at least he's a tank. He's dead.
He has been put in a coma twice, and Parker never grazed him. I mean, Parker don't punch hard. He must have hit Andy Ruiz probably 500 times clean on the chin on that fight, and never budged Ruiz. He's not a big puncher. He doesn't hurt. He doesn't knock people out. He doesn't really hurt them. And I think with Wilder, you've got to be able to get him out of there because he'll keep coming back. He'll get it. Look what he did. He couldn't against Fury. He kept getting up and coming and still landed big shots. You know,
here's three things. If Parker manages to push Wilder back, that's I think he's going to win the fight. Okay, that if he does it, because like you guys said, and I agree, this guy mentally sometimes he's not there. Like he doesn't, like in the White fight, he didn't let his hands go, and in the Joshua fight. Okay, another point I was going to mention. This is very important, and I guess you guys might have to agree with me on this because come on. Wilder is 38, and he got beat up, and and we are talking about a serious fucking beat up here. He got destroyed. I think he's not even the same person.
Yeah, but great fighters come back from that kind of stuff, don't they?
Great
fighter. Wilder, great.
Josh, for a sec before you say that Wilder's great in skill, I didn't mean by skill. Great in his heart and his ability to come back. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
You gotta give Wilder.
If y'all watch a couple videos. If y'all watch the videos that I was on the podcast with y'all like a couple years back, I even said the same thing Bucho said, that I don't want him to come back because he did get beat up bad. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he is his own man. You feel me? He gonna do what he do. So I'm a rock him. You feel me? Because but you know, understand why Bucho think that Parker got a chance because Bucho always been a Wilder hater. So so I can see, but I see what he's saying though.
Like Chibi, I'm right. You even said that he shouldn't come back, right?
Bucho, here's the thing though. Wilder at least went out on his shield though.
He damn sure got out on this shit.
I agree. I'm not. I never questioned Wilder's card.
He gained more fans. He gained more fans because of that loss.
When did I question Wilder's heart? When did I question Wilder's heart? Never. But I mean, at some point, this is not about heart only. Like you gotta have some.
He's a great fighter. That's why I say he's a great fighter.
Okay. Wow.
Because of that, I call him, bro.
That's not a great fighter.
If he goes off his shield like that, he puts everything he got on the line.
He's a great fighter.
He's a great fighter, on my opinion.
He said that somebody poisoned his shield. He got sick from it.
No, bro. Leave Wilder alone, bro. Damn, bro. We get it, man. Sometimes when a nigga lose a fight, all right, so listen, for instance, I know maybe back in the days you had a couple scuffles in the street, and then, when you first lose the fight, you be like, oh, but he had me like this, yeah, and you had to really, really sit here and think on that fight, like, nah, he really did get me, though.
Yeah,
but winners are the worst when it comes down to losing. They're like the worst sore losers there. You can when you're a winner, damn man, it's horrible when you lose. It's like you're a gigantic sore loser. You're gonna come up with all kinds of excuses, and that's what.
Yeah, but
with him.
Chibi, how many fighters you know in history in heavyweight division never came out with a laundry list of ridiculous excuses? And then the best part is, the best part is after saying that, the people employed at the fucking Nevada State Athletics Commission actually allowed Tyson Fury to try to murder him in the ring by hitting him in the head. First off, as a fighter, you get hit in the head with an egg weight. He would have been jumping around holding his head. What the fuck? After being hit 10,000 times in the head with a boxing glove, he would have known instantaneously that it was something in the glove. So people allowed that, and his response was to put on headphones so he wouldn't answer any questions and go back to the same place. And fight him again with it. Supposedly people try to kill him. It's just crazy, dude.
Listen, man, we know he was in denial, bro. We know, bro. Leave him alone, bro. He fucking. But
it's one thing to be in denial, but dude, he insulted a lot of people's integrity. Look what he fucking said about a guy who was in his corner for 11 years. He probably saved his ass that fucking second fight. He had no problem throwing him under the bus, destroying his reputation. Like, he's just a fucking, I don't know.
Man,
I don't see why
it was
he's such a good dude.
It was his first loss, man. He didn't know how to handle it, man.
Yeah,
like,
come back. He had time to think about it. Instead of,
Hey guys, can I just interrupt here because I need to read a super chat. Hold on, let me just read a super chat here from Rider of the Storm. Thank you for another super chat. He says, Wilder, he says, guys, he says Wilder is a hype job, overinflated resume. Fury was a cherry pick, and now he's fancy Fury as the best. Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, people need to calm down. And by the way, you know what Joe Rogan said, because he's an MMA. Joe Rogan, he was talking about Ngannou. It's like, if you thought that Fury won that fight, you're out of your fucking mind. Something like that. Then he's like, Fury is probably one of the best heavyweights of all time. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's not a boxing. How can you call Tyson Fury one of the best heavyweight boxers of all time?
Let me ask you something right fast. How good did it feel?
No, he's not.
Let me ask you something. How good did it feel for you to read that super chat? Tell me how great you felt reading that super chat, Bucho. Tell me how much you love to read that super chat. I knew you loved that shit, didn't you?
Bucho. What are you on about, bro? At the end of the day, let me fucking finish before I go, please. I'm going in a minute, guys. Right? The UFC fans need something to hold on to. They've been getting their ass whooped by Jake Paul, so they're going to hold on to something, right?
That's what I was thinking.
Every time a UFC fighter fights anyone that's not a cage fighter, he gets his ass whooped. That's what makes me start to think about the UFC. But look, at the end of the day, this Wilder Parker situation, let's not forget Parker. Team Batman said in the chat, and I've been saying, Parker come off a bad beating himself. So it's not like one guy is on a high and one's on a low. It's two guys coming off two bad beatings. And that's where I am with that. But I'm going to get off, boys. Lovely speaking to you, and I'll be back on the next show. Yeah?
All right, thanks for coming. Yeah, thanks for being on the show, man. The one and only Stu.
See you later, boys.
My favorite English muffin.
Hey, guys, we should end the show soon because tomorrow we're doing a countdown show, and I need to, be on tip-top shape, Well, we have Red Reed. Let's see what Red Reed wants to say. Red Reed, go ahead.
He going for Andrade just like me.
No, hell no. I want Benavidez to win that fight.
What's your prediction?
I got Benavidez TKO 10th round.
Okay.
I don't like this guy. Why ain't get that? Why ain't get that bell thing, bro? Why he got one but I didn't? That's
Why ain't get that? Why ain't get that bell thing?
You're a mean motherfucker.
All right, we got that. Anybody else has their prediction? Amok, did we get your prediction?
Yeah, I got
Okay, Black Chibi, we got it. Gypsy, Quags, did we get your prediction? Joe, Jimmy, yes, we did. Mirage, Nightmare.
Yes. Yeah, you got mine.
All right,
so I'm the only one who went. So I'm the only one who went for Andrade.
No, we got some other people.
Well, like a few. Knockout for sure.
Yes, by knockout for sure.
I really think maybe Andrade may get the best of Benavidez in the early rounds, but then later fall off.
Yeah,
Andrade's gonna have success in the beginning for sure.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. I think he's gonna get. I think Benavidez is gonna get dropped, and then it's just gonna go downhill from there.
I don't think Benavidez might get dropped, but you never know. He might cross his feet. He might get dropped. It's possible. It's not. I don't know.
I mean, David overcommits with some shots, so I can see it happening.
Yeah, it's
overextending. Yeah, he sometimes overextends with his feet crossed, so it would be a flash knockdown. I think he's gonna. What he does good, he realizes when people, because his style is just come forward and throw hands. He's not he's not coming at you with anything overly skilled. He's just going to fight you. And I just think he doesn't have the engine to last, can go 12 rounds at that. I don't think he can do what he needs to do for 12 rounds. Let me just phrase it that way.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying, yeah.
I want Benavidez to win because I don't think Canelo would fight Boo Boo if he won that fight.
Nah, I don't think he would either.
I swear to God, especially depending how he wins.
Clean win. He'll be like, fuck no. He'll like, oh no.
He's a horrible fighter, right?
Andrade, if Andrade wins, they still won't give it to him.
And what does Andrade do that Plant doesn't?
What do you mean? Andrade got
so awkward though.
against Von
I mean, I think Boo Boo's a better fighter than Plant. He's got a little more pop.
No, because there's a bigger money in Benavidez.
And Andrade
what do you mean? If anyone's gonna get a robbery, it's Andrade.
Wow.
Against Von is. Did you forget?
I know, I haven't forgotten, bro. I haven't forgotten. That's Crips. That's Crips. But the thing is that David Benavidez is a bigger fight with Canelo than Andrade is. That's why.
Exactly. Let's use common sense, bro. Like, leave the race shit out for one day.
Exactly.
Give me 1 day.
For 1 hour, goddamn it.
We guys see in the predictions. Olaf says Andrade split decision. Black Chibi Andrade 6th round stoppage.
Oh well.
And
that's the best one out of all of them. Imagine he gets it right.
That's great.
That's it.
Gets that right.
Oh, Coach Eddie who called in Andrade 9-3, 8-4.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
3 people.
I mean,
and we got a draw.
I mean, he could win it if he just chooses not to go down the opponent.
And I'd even go as far as say Plant has better feet than Andrade.
I think Plant's better than Andrade.
Maybe.
Plant is a basic pure boxer.
Well,
with no engine.
Call me crazy,
doesn't work though.
I think Andrade is better at 154, and he looks better than Plant looked at 168. But Andrade does not look that good at 168. Let's be real.
We never seen
that was his first fight at 168. To be fair.
Yeah, it was just a quick tune-up fight. That's all. Just like in the Ghana Tyson Fury fight. That fight was just to promote. That fight was just it's happened before, but that fight was just to promote the Usyk fight. That's all it was, you know.
And this is an Andre at 168, full 168. However, has he ever weighed in at 168?
Just the one time, right?
I think so.
Yeah, you don't.
No, Benavidez' feet are so terrible, bro. Eventually, somebody's gonna take advantage of this shit. Eventually. Is it Boo Boo?
A lot of people. Yeah, of course. Many people. I think Mr. BDA said that he wouldn't be surprised if he drops Benavidez just because of the awkward position.
Yeah, it's not impossible. Yeah. That's a highly likely possible, and that could be off of the left hand that thing throws. The left hand of
because he's aggressive, he can walk into a shot too. Walk into it with his feet crossed up.
Well, to be fair, they both have awkward movement.
And then what makes me really like it is this fight this is the first time I've ever seen, like, usually Demetrius Andrade, David Benavidez don't like the certain fighter and sometimes be talking crazy. This one, he's just like, man, I just really fucked with this guy. I cannot.
That's because Boo Boo has that type of personality where he's not antagonistic. So there's no reason to just go off on him.
But eventually he gets dominated by David Benavidez and gets stopped in the 9th or 10th. I'm just saying 9th.
All right, guys, you know what? I'm going to end the show. We're going to have another show tomorrow. So,
Bucho,
thanks for being
here. Can I ask a question?
Bucho,
what?
Thank you.
Yes, somebody said something.
Does anybody know?
What was the question?
For the fight? Yeah, who's the referee for the fight?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know.
They announce it. They usually announce it within 2 or 3 days. The commission will announce it. 2 weeks.
David Benavidez' dad gonna be the referee.
I got 20 weeks of speed dial. He told me he's gonna be the referee.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. God's truth.
Oh,
I
Kenny
wouldn't be
Bayless.
surprised if Kenny Bayless.
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes,
Kenny
Google.
Shameless.
Well, that's good for Benavidez because he. I mean, no, that's not good.
Oh
for
no.
Benavidez.
Sorry. My mistake. I'm looking at Plant Benavides.
Oh. Let me look it up real quick.
Those ain't that one referee that's always.
About Wilder, when you guys saying that, about the weights, maybe is it possible that Tyson Fury might have given him a concussion and made him change his personality? Maybe probably made him think his suit was heavy.
I would say he humbled him. He humbled him. Yeah, there ain't no bitch in Tyson Deontay Wilder now. He humbled him though. You feel me? Niggas get humbled all the time.
He should have just manned up and said, "I lost." That's all.
There's a little bitch in there.
Guys, I disagree. I think he had head trauma before he fought Fury. So
yeah,
in the chat, people are saying the referee is Thomas Taylor, and Gonzalo says he's a good ref.
Hold on. Because if you ask me, I think that nigga Wilder does got a little bitch in him. Because when he was in front of Joshua, he ain't run his mouth like he been running whenever he's not in front of Joshua.
That's actually a good point.
What you mean?
He got some bitch in him.
Bro, that does change.
One thing Wilder is not is a punk.
Nah, that nigga like to run his mouth.
Third Fury fight. Now, Joshua, you can question his heart. You can't question Deontay Wilder's heart.
Nah, my nigga, fuck all that shit. You try that shit, but then nah, bro.
Right.
Nah,
and
Wilder a bitch, bro. It took that nigga how many years to fight a real contender?
Joshua. He doesn't want to fight him.
Man, fuck all that, bro.
I just told him that, but they don't believe me.
AJ, he's trying to be nice to AJ, so he won't duck out the fight.
Real.
Exactly, Rabbi. That I agree on.
That nigga Wilder a bitch, bro.
Even Babyface Miller said it. He said it in the thing.
Bro,
like, man, you've been scared for Wilder for years.
You saw AJ's face. He's scared of that dude.
You know he is.
He's scared. Yeah, he's definitely scared.
Bro, he ran his mouth all that shit about Fury. About Fury cheated. He had all this egg weights in his blood and shit. So whenever he was in front of Fury, that though.
He offered him $50 million and $100 million. Wilder didn't take it. Don't say he didn't want to fight him. Shut the fuck up.
Lou DiBella actually got fired for trying to make the fight.
How much fucking money did that nigga Wilder turn down for an AJ fight?
Yeah, Jimmy's right. With the zone. $100 million contract with the zone, and he got fired for it.
Well, they're going to fight now if Joshua bitch ass.
Joshua got him fired because he didn't want to fight him.
Check that nigga Joshua never got knocked out the way Wilder did.
He fought Wilder, so he's not going to knock out anybody. That's why.
On Black History.
Hey,
He did get dropped by the Pillsbury Dome man from Mexico.
Joshua has a resume.
Wilder's AJ already fought 10 fights ago.
Joshua's
dope boy from Mexico dropped his ass.
Hey, rewind it.
You're a fucking idiot.
So
You're a fucking idiot.
Well, hold on. Why did he just say that Wilder got knocked out on Black History? But what was that for? Why?
That's true.
You know why he said that.
You know why? Because Wilder made it about that. He made it about race. Are we going to forget?
That's racist.
Joshua's resume is way better than Wilder's. So shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a fucking biased, racist fucking idiot. Grow the fuck up.
No, man.
Bro.
Joe, what happened if he knocks out Parker then knocks out AJ? Would his resume be better?
Hold on, because he can knock out both fucking Parker and AJ. His resume is still shit. My nigga doesn't matter. You can't go back.
No, hell no. If he knocks out AJ and Parker, that's good.
Bums, bro.
I know, I agree. I agree.
Hey, last time I checked, that nigga AJ got his belt back. Did Wilder ever get his shit back?
And he only fought, never unified.
My nigga.
He actually destroyed the two He actually personally ruined the unification twice. And I got to say, what the guy who brought up the Black History Month, he brought it up for a reason, because Wilder did make it about that. He actually had his guy there from Root Magazine ask him, with this fight being on Black History Month, does it take any special meaning? And he went on a big spiel about how, you know, they're going to write it the way they're going to write it. But he was insinuating, and then as he was saying that, Tyson Fury, then they went on to ask Tyson Fury about the race angle, and right away Fury said, I'm not going to make it about race. There's nothing to do about race. That's stupid. It's two men fighting. And as he was saying that, Wilder was sitting there shaking his head in disgust. And that's a fact in this video.
Yeah, of course.
You my boy. I ain't gonna lie, you my boy, bro. But I don't know where the fuck you be finding these videos at, bro. They be crazy.
I'll send you the video. I'm not lying.
All I'm saying is
Jimenez on Twitter. Go to Jimenez count, punch in Wilder fucking Fury, and it'll come up.
By the way, you know, you guys, remember we were talking like a way back. We were talking about Jermall Charlo looking like he's on drugs or something, on some medication. In the chat, Alvisi saying that this is gonna end. He's gonna end up like Lennox Lewis versus Oliver McCall, the rematch.
Yeah,
that guy's crying. Oh man, but yeah, poor Charlo. I don't know what's happening with this guy.
Beats him. I really don't. I
think Jermall's gonna knock this guy out, though, because
this is the thing. At first I wanted Jamal Charlo to win the fight, and even though how goofy he looked, I was like, all right, man, bro, you got this. You feel me? But then when he had missed that weight, I hate when niggas do that shit, bro. Like I can't.
I don't trust Jamal Charlo for nothing.
How much did he miss that weight by?
Didn't Wilder say he was stuck on
First he missed it by 3, left and came back, and then missed it by 6.
6 pounds? Oh my God! I'm surprised they're allowing. I'm really surprised the fucking sanctioning board. They'll usually pull it if it's over 3 pounds. He's gonna pay a huge fine for that. He's gonna pay fucking
Is this Jamal?
Charlo Kim, and they just said 6 pounds over.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The
show has to go on.
That nigga ain't trying to make weight, bro.
No, he isn't. No way. 6 pounds.
I don't know if he's coming down at 160 either.
The fact
Melo's trying to fight him. I'm just saying.
You mean he's finally going to fight guys his own size like Bivol? Or is he still going to be hiding there?
Oh.
What?
Well, they have a weigh-in a week before the fight. They're supposed to catch it right there. Like that means he must have been crazy over, because they've done it before. They've not allowed fights to have. You have a targeted weight you have to meet.
You know that nigga was at least.
See, I ain't gonna lie.
All right, no, guys, Charlo was overweight in the chat. Somebody said Grant saying by 3.1 pounds and then by 3.6 because the fight was supposed to be a catch weight or something.
Yeah,
and then I would have been a real Charlo dick rider if I said the only reason why he had this weight, the only reason why he missed weight is because Thanksgiving and shit. But I didn't do that though. You feel me? I left it alone.
Bro,
so that motherfucker, he kept that belt hostage for 3 years. For 3 years, only to lose it on the scale.
It's amazing,
Harrison.
No, this fight was never for the belt though.
Charlo a bum.
No, this is just for This is a catch weight.
Tune-up.
Well, he's transitioning to 168. That's obviously the plan.
Then I need to just drop his belt.
Transitioning or stop like killing himself to make.
Yeah, you're right. Yo, guys, is he fighting Jose Benavidez at 160 or 168?
165.
168, bro. He's not fighting at 165, bro. Only Benavidez is fighting at 165.
168. Why is Jose Benavidez even moving up all these weight divisions? Like it doesn't make sense. I remember when he fought Crawford, he looked smaller than Crawford because
Mexicans at least got enough heart to move up and fight people their own size.
Because fucking Al Haymon treats fucking Mexican fighters like shit.
I never said 165. I said 160 or 168.
Yeah. All he uses Mexican fighters like cannon fodder, bro.
No, he got.
That's what it is.
Barrios is he built up Barrios pretty
Barrios
good.
is a fucking bum that built his name off of a lot.
Thanks for bringing up Marios. Exactly, dude. You made that point for us.
Barrios is a
They
clear
keep feeding
example
that
of somebody
fucking kid. That kid Barrios, if they would have treated that kid right and took him along right instead of fucking putting him in there too soon, who knows what could have happened in his career. But they fed him to guys he shouldn't have fought, put him in weight classes he didn't belong in.
Right.
He's done that since he started the PBC. Always does it to the fucking Mexican.
Yeah, the PBC
fighters.
doesn't appreciate Mexican fan base. That's why the fucking business is failing.
Well, I mean, they appreciate it since they know they're gonna attract.
They appreciate it enough to try to siphon money out of it. That's why
exactly.
So if they treat Mexicans so bad, why did the number one Mexican fighter, Canelo Alvarez sign with him?
$50 million a fight.
All right, so he treated the
I
Mexican
think
good.
you know what, Black Chibi. You know what? I think because he knows he has to fight, or he wants to fight Benavidez. Basically, I think that's why he signed with the PBC.
And they were trying to sell the fucking PBC. He was trying to land the deal. And Showtime was trying to keep his job.
Benavidez, and then nigga Heyman said, "Hey, can I at least get 2 other fights out of you before you take my last cash cow?" That's what
Definitely had a lot of shit involved because I guess it took almost a whole week to get it ironed out. So it was clearly not just like, one-off.
Yeah, well, over there, while fucking Jose Benavidez and his fucking trainers over there talking about, oh, we'll send you $50 million to fight Benavidez, Canelo, while fucking Canelo's actually arguing with his actual boss.
Oh. I know.
Fucking dumbass shit. Mirage, I know you hear me too, you dumbass.
Yeah, what is Mirage here, man? Fuck. He's not even saying shit. You know what, guys? Fuck it. We're gonna end the show because we've been here for almost 3 hours, and tomorrow we have another show. We have plenty of time to talk more about what's gonna be happening on Saturday.
I thought I was tripping because that hoe told me y'all were on for 7. I was like, no fucking way.
No, fuck it, no. All right.
We're done. We're done. I'm going out. Thank you guys for having me.
What time's the show tomorrow, Pucho?
5 p.m., 4 p.m. Let's say fucking 4 p.m. Eastern time. You guys.
Is it anyone can join?
Yeah, it's open lines. Anybody can join. Have a drink. And then I'm gonna stop the stream right before the fight, and then after the fight, we should have an open phone call show.
Great, good job, Pucho. Great job.
Joe, don't scream at your television.
Yeah, Joe.
Tonight, Pucho.
I'll see you guys tomorrow Friday.
Alright guys, see you tomorrow. Party time.
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
I'm gonna bring the whole fucking diseased, corrupt temple down on your head.